you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants. Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Why'd you do it, Gary? I thought we were friends.
Friends? You and me. I've taken dumps that had more brains than you, friend. No, I'm taking over this school, and you're just a liability. See you around, moron! I saw your face, I'll remember you.
You forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one of them?
I asked for a fair day's pay after a fair day's work. And he kind of got a little angry. So I admit, I kind of got a little angry.
Did you kill him?
No, I didn't kill her. But I did kidnap the wife. Oh, no. Hey, Big Smoke, it's me, Carl. Chill.
CJ. Oh my God, what's up?
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
So how did you know she was gonna betray us? What she said? It was in her eyes, in the way she was leading us. But you said you knew Spanish.
Our time has passed. Come.
Sorry, Tommy. This is Vice City. This is business. You sold us out. No, I sold you out. I sold you out.
You know, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that we must obey the rules of the game. We can pick the game, Nico Bellic, but we cannot change the rules.
Tell you one thing, T. I'm getting too old for this nonsense.
It's showtime!
Telling you what to think about everything. What to think about everything. 35 years. This is WCTR.
Oh, good evening. Right then, let's get amongst it, you little cheese weasels, because you are tuned in to the award-winning #1 non-fictional, completely fictional radio station from Liberty City to Leonida. All gas, no breaks with it, so you better get in where you're fitting. If we don't cover it, it isn't worth the goddamn airtime. Well, this is it. Rockstar so far haven't dropped dick about Grand Theft Auto 6. No screenshots, no artwork, no trailer 3. It sucks, but it was to be expected. So now, all eyes are on the next few hours. It's Take the Piss Interactive's earnings call. It kicks off in just under 1 hour and 30 minutes. And we will stream the whole thing from start to finish. Do we expect anything to come of it? I honestly don't know. Let's not forget, it was half an hour before the earnings call back in November when the second delay for Grand Theft Auto 6 was announced by Rockstar Games. So Rockstar aren't above dropping some important shit just before these earning call starts. So if anything significant happens either before or during it, we will react to it live with you lot. So get your theories in. What are we saying? Are you expecting good news, maybe some bad news, or just the usual update, and we'll see you in 3 months for trailer 3? Let us know what you're thinking in the chat. As always, we want to give a big shout out to all the friend brothers for supporting this channel. If you want to join the campaign, Cowboys, then click join or follow the link down in the description. Don't be a weasel cheese all your life. Click that subscribe button, and while you're here, you might as well click the like button as well and help MCT out with that bullshit algorithm. And finally, if you want to get your golden pipes on 104.5, all you have to do is join the 104.5 Radio MCT Discord. The link is down in the description, or I have just pinned D-Clan's message. The link is there. Get amongst it. then record your voicemail and leave it in the voicemail channel. It doesn't have to be about Grand Theft Auto or gaming. It can be about whatever you want. Movie, TV, sport, wrestling, or anything else in between. Just keep it clean, you little waste man, or else it's cold shower time for your punk ass. We appreciate you knocking boots. So with that down, let's grab the Sinsamito Tequila and let's give some shout outs. Let's bring up Googly and let's see what we're working with. What are we saying? Oh my god, look at the state of all you lot. Are you kidding me? Wait a minute, I'm a little bit curious. Let's bring OBS down. 291 stragglers knocking about right now. You lot are an absolute joke. Right, let's get amongst, let's give some shout outs. We've got VI Central, Pentagon. I said that name right? Pentagon. Never said that name before in my entire life. Ken, do your thing.
It's showtime!
We got GT Infinity, Stoner Cat, Jorge's knocking about, Nabba, Victor, Upper Robin, the Scatman, Gaming Grenade, DMC, the Kurdabis, out of the Cursed Abyss. I'll keep going. I'm Tater, Budaki, Potato, Cybernetic, Jester's knocking about. I don't know. I don't have a name. Jack Porter, Cabbage Luckman, the Scatman, Kerr Music. What the fuck's that about? I just got a notification on Microsoft. Love you, Big Cheese. Kerr Music with a 2. I appreciate it. Kerr Music. Ken, one more time.
It's showtime!
Appreciate it, Big Cheese. Right, let's scroll all the way down to the bottom here. Let's try and catch up as fast as we can do. Right, team, look, before we get the music pumping, before we get amongst it, I'll just give you a refresh as to what's going on right now. We are less than 1 hour and a half away from Take the Piss Interactive's earnings call for February. It was 3 months ago. It was a warm summer's eve 3 months ago. It was actually quite cold. November, earnings call. We were sat here covering it. Half an hour before, everyone was telling me Rockstar Games have just tweeted. I looked at my phone. Rockstar Games tweeted. Holy shit, fam, this isn't clickbait. They've tweeted. Go on the tweet. Hi everyone, and the rest is history. Now, do not shit your panties. Do not be worried, friend, brother. Are we expecting another delay tonight? Are we expecting another announcement of yet a third public delay in the next hour and a half? Nope. No. That's not happening. If it does, I swear to God, I am going to go and run into oncoming traffic. I am going to take a long walk off a short plank. But, man, look, here's the reality. I was hoping that we were going to get something today. We still might get something today. If we get nothing before the earnings call, it's not the end of the world. A lot of people were expecting that we weren't going to get anything anyway. But if we get nothing before the earnings call, then the earnings call itself is going to be something quite interesting. Now, normally, February's earnings call would be a write-off, unless Grand Theft Auto was coming out in April, which obviously we know that it's not now. The recent drop of what's the prototype? Is it Prototype Genie? The Google thing that dropped in the past 4 or 5 days has rocked Wall Street and has rocked tech companies and especially video game companies on Wall Street and the stock prices. That's why you're seeing Take the Piss Interactive stock plummeting right now. A few people I've seen in the chat, a few people have already clocked onto it and they're starting to say, oh my God, the stock's plummeting. What do they know that we don't? And a few people are starting to clickbait a little bit and be like, oh my God, is there an internal feeling that maybe not so right with Grand Theft Auto? No. What it is, 4 or 5 days ago, Google rolled out Prototype Genie. I think it's, what is it called? Project Genie. I keep forgetting the name. I keep wanting to call it Project Gemini. Go ahead and check it out. Looks quite interesting. But basically what's happened is Wall Street have shit their pants and now think that there is competition for video game development. That is why you are seeing the stock plummet. Now, if anyone has brought canisters of Hopium Copium to MCT on 104.5 and you want me to fill them up with a little bit of Hopium, a little bit of Copium, I might have you covered. Now, I'm not getting the fresh bottles of Hopium Copium out. I'm keeping them for April. But if you were working at Take the Piss Interactive, if you were one of the head honchos at Take the Piss Interactive and you saw your stock plummeting constantly, day after day, because this isn't just a 1 or 2 day thing, this has been happening for the past 4 days. I just went and read the article on Forbes. And I don't know jack shit about stocks, but even Forbes themselves are saying that this isn't great for Take the Piss Interactive. So is there a chance that maybe they've chirped up to Rockstar and went, look, You need to drop something. Screenshot, artwork, whatever. Drop something in the next couple of weeks, because at the moment we're taking a hit and we need some positivity. Because even though I don't know jack shit about stocks and trades and shit, I do know this. Both times Rockstar Games have dropped the trailers for Grand Theft Auto 6, what is the one thing that happens to take the piss interactive stock? Whoosh, straight through the roof. Skyrockets. So, look, that's my little conspiracy theory. That's my little tinfoil hat theory. You can have that if you want. J-Dog, it's getting a little bit quiet in here, so let's play some music for this bitch. Miami 1983, Karl Casey at Whitebot Audio. Shout out Karl Casey at Whitebot Audio every single goddamn time. Team, you are rocking with MCT for the next hour and a half minimum. And then we're going to get into the earnings call. Again, for anyone that's just joined us, the earnings call is kicking off in about an hour and 15 minutes time. So we are going to stream it live. But for the next hour or so, I want to know your theories. I want to see what you lot are thinking. Are you holding out for Hopium Corpium? Do you think we're going to get something before this earnings call? Do you think they are going to mention something in this earnings call to get the positivity flowing once again? Drop your theories in the chat and we'll get amongst it. G-Money Shoemaker with the 2. I appreciate you, G-Money. Ken, do your thing and tell that punk bitch what time it is on a Tuesday evening.
It's showtime!
Appreciate you, Greg. Who's ready to hear absolutely nothing? Fucking hell, Greg. How boring. Jesus Christ. G-Money, you know that I love you, brother. You know that I've got love for you. But I got to... G-Money, man. I was sat here, right? We were like 2 minutes away from kicking this live stream off. And I was looking in chat and every fucking message you were dropping in was the same bullshit. Oh, I'm expecting nothing. Everyone expecting nothing. Is everyone ready to see nothing? Like, we get it, G-Money. We get it. You don't think anything's dropping. Fuck me. We get it. Greg, I'm here to tell you all right now. We don't care. We don't care. No, I said, G-Money, you know that I love you, brother. You know that I love you. Again, for anyone that wants some friend brother lore, G-Money is literally the reason why one day I popped up a clip of Luke Stevens, and Luke Stevens, like, one of the first words he said out of his mouth was MCT or McTannon, because Greg had sent a donation to Luke and he mentioned me in it. So G-Money, I'll always represent you for that, and I'll always say I appreciate you, big cheese. But fucking hell, man, it's boring. Like, we get it. You're not expecting anything. Understood. We've read it. Check it off and then we'll carry on. Look, fam, if you don't think anything's coming today, that's absolutely fine. I have not got a fucking issue with anyone at all not thinking anything's dropping today. I don't blame you, right? You are the sensible one here right now. You understand this, right? You are the sensible one. But at the same time, can we try and, like, not push the negative agenda? Like, what are we doing? We're all supposed to be video game fans. We're all supposed to be like, oh, holding out hope for Grand Theft Auto 6 and Rockstar Games. And I'm seeing it every now and then in chat. People are like, oh, I'm expecting nothing. And then no one replies to them. So then 2 minutes later, it's like, oh, we're all expecting nothing. It's like, we get it. Oh, man. It's the hope that kills you. Ninja Vestos MCT, the AI games Genie 3 makes. Oh, shit, anyway. You can only play them for 60 seconds and ripping off already made games. Well, Ninja, you know, you make a good point, but it's early days for that Genie thing, though, innit? Like, the thing is with the conversation around AI is we could talk about AI till the cows come home, and you are not going to convince someone who's against AI to get on board with AI, and vice versa. If someone's on board with AI, I really think it'd be hard to convince them to come down off the ledge. Now, I'm kind of a little bit indifferent when it comes to AI. Do I want AI to start making my goddamn video games? No, of course I don't. But would I want Rockstar, and do I want these other companies to embrace AI and make it be a benefit to them? Of course I do. Because why wouldn't you? I understand people are scared. I understand people don't like the idea of it. And I'm kind of that way. But if it's there to be embraced, if it's there to be used as a positive, use it as a positive. I'm not saying shit can everyone, you know, lose 1,000 jobs and just make PCs do all the work. But if we can embrace AI, if we can use it as a positive, it's got to be there for it, surely, right? But in 50 years' time, we all know what happens. Arnold Schwarzenegger shows up and GTA 8 gets cancelled. Because John Connor's got the downloadable code. Kerr Music again with the 2. I appreciate it, Kerr Music. What is your prediction on pre-orders? I reckon pre-orders literally come when Trailer 3 comes. And what's the next earnings call after this? May. I've seen a lot of people theorising we might not get anything till June or July. Man, I said something before on the early stream, and I'll say it again. I'll reiterate what I said before. If we get nothing and we go into the earnings call in May with nothing, that's when I get worried. Because May, I'll remind everyone, the next earnings call is in May, right? March, April, May, yeah. Or is it June? No, it's May. It's the May earnings call. February, May, and then June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, May. You sure how thick I am? The next earnings call will be in May. There is no way they are going into that earnings call without dropping something. Because, I'll remind everyone, that earnings call in May is the first official earnings call we will go into it. If they don't delay the game again, that's the first official earnings call we will go into where Grand Theft Auto 6 falls in the fiscal year that they are talking about. A lot of people forget that. When it comes to the... Unless I've got it wrong, every earnings call that we've had so far has not covered the fiscal year that Grand Theft Auto 6 would have fallen into. Am I right in saying that? Because they delayed it till May 2026, and they delayed that in May 2025, so that doesn't cover 2000. Yeah, I'm right. Every earnings call that we've had so far officially has never covered the fiscal year that Grand Theft Auto 6 falls into, because they've always delayed it before that fiscal year is talked about in the earnings calls. So if we don't get another delay before May's earnings call, that's the first earnings call that they're going to be talking about it in the same fiscal year. So I'm expecting something before that, without a doubt. G-Money with a 2. I appreciate it, G-Money. I expect nothing because it's way too soon. Greg, we get it. No, I'm only winding you up, brother. But see, we do get it. We understand. We understand, Greg. You're expecting nothing at all. GTA Infinity, boy, how the tables have turned. How the turntables. MCT being hopeful and Grand Theft Auto Infinity being pissed for no news and no hope. Yeah, it's funny, innit, Infinity? We did, for anyone that doesn't remember, me and Infinity did a podcast a while back, man. Man, that was a long time ago. How long do you reckon that was now? Best part of like 9 months, 8 months or something. That was a hell of a long time ago. And it was funny because after it we were talking and we were like, it's crazy how GTA Infinity was so positive, but I was so negative. I was like, screw this company and they don't care about us. They'll happily delay the game again and just won't be bothered about how it affects the community. They won't be bothered. They'll keep ignoring us. They won't give us jack shit. They're not bothered. We're just a dollar sign to them. And Infinity were like, nah, you got to stay positive, man. You got to look at this. You got to look at that. Oh, how the turntables indeed. I think I'm just positive because I don't see another delay happening now. Literally, the game comes out 1 week before Black Friday. It's the most perfect release date for the most biggest video game of the generation. Like, it just, you couldn't write fiction better than that. Big Man Mo with the 10 Canadian. Shit, brother, we don't deserve you. Ken, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Yes, that's awesome. Yes!
Yeah! Come on, yeah!
2 streams in 1 day. Buy yourself something on me, Big Chief on me. Oh, Mo, I appreciate that, brother. I really do. It'll be interesting to see how my voice holds out. The good thing for me is I only need to start talking bollocks. I only need to keep talking bollocks, sorry, for another, what, hour and 10 minutes? And then the earnings call's like 40 minutes long, so I get a 40-minute break. But nah, man. Look, I wanted to cover today. If it wasn't for circumstances, I'm that much of a freak, I would have streamed from 2 o'clock before straight through till like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tonight. But I just thought, you know what, screw it. We'll have a bit of a break in between and we'll get amongst it. But I appreciate you more. You know I do. Shari's been a member for 4 months. That's an absolute joke. The GTA 6 journey really starts here for 2026. Let's effing go. Shari, I appreciate you, big dog. Does the journey start here? Does the journey start here? I mean, unfortunately, the journey started back in 2023 when they just dropped the bollocks and they just dropped that trailer far too early. Unfortunately, when you really deep it, brother, that is when the journey started. And I wish it hadn't done. Knowing what we know now, with the game set to come out 1 month before 2027, if you would have asked me, do you want to see trailer 1? And then get ignored for over 500 days, and then get trailer 2, and then get ignored for another year, I'd have been like, nah, I don't want that shit at all. That sounds horrendous. They should have just held off and dropped that fucking trailer mid-2024, late 2024. And then if you have to delay the game again, it's not the end of the world. But the biggest issue, and I think I made a video about this the other month on how the promo for GTA 6 has actually been horrendous. I don't know who it is that's been greenlighting this shit. I don't know if it's Sam Houser. I don't know if it's Take the Piss Interactive that have been putting pressure on Rockstar to drop trailers, to drop media. I'm not too sure. But whoever's been in charge in this has dropped a massive bollock. Because you've screwed yourself and you've screwed the community. This game's going to make billions day one, no matter what. With or without trailers. But you've built such a ball of negativity now. This will have a knock-on effect for Red Dead Redemption 3. And any other Grand Theft Auto games that you give us. Any other Rockstar games that comes after this now. Everyone's going to be sat there going, right, whatever release date they tell us, expect a minimum of 2 delays. Whenever a trailer drops, get excited for the trailer, be enjoyed for the trailer, but then don't expect anything for at least another 12 months. And that mentality around a video game community is fucking horrendous. G-Money with a 5. Again, I appreciate you, G-Money. I've insulted you before. Now you're throwing money at me like it's nothing. I can't say thank you enough, brother.
It's showtime!
I just thought of something cool. What if Grand Theft Auto 6 was somehow able to incorporate some aspects of the John Wick movies into the story and some missions? Wow, that would be a clash and a half, Greg. That would be a clash and a half. Jason and Lucia running around Miami, running around Leonida, and then John Wick just pops up, and all of a sudden the music changes. Fab, delay incoming. Oh, God. No, Fab, you can't do this to me, brother. You can't start coming in here and being like, oh, game's getting delayed. See ya. I just don't see it. I just don't see. Other than developmental hell, I don't see how a third delay makes any fucking sense at all. The game's literally coming out 1 week before 1 week before Black Friday. It's coming out before the Christmas period. If they delay that shit again, it's not coming out in January, it's not coming out in February, and it's not coming out in March. Meaning the earliest you're going to see it is April. So that's another 6-month delay. April makes no fucking sense. Because GT Online goes live, what, a month later? And it's the exact same argument I had back when the game was supposed to come out in May 26th. It makes no sense. Because the peak numbers you're going to start seeing when the servers figure themselves out with online is going to be in the summer months when everyone's off on holiday, when everyone isn't spending the time inside playing video games for 3 hours, 4 hours, buying microtransactions, buying short cards. They're out touching grass. The best time to drop a video game like this is the perfect window they've got right now, the Christmas period. It's when most people have the most amount of money. It's when the most people have the most amount of expendable money because they know they're lining it up to spend it anyway. And you've got the seasons in general across the West, America, England, and Europe. Everyone's going to be inside over Christmas. You've got uni students and college students that are going to be coming back home. I think it just makes a lot of sense, man. If they delay this game, I'll say this, and this will really put the frighteners up you. This will scare the living shit out of you. If they announce another delay, I would not expect to see this game April, May, June, or July in 2027. I think we're talking the back end. I think we're talking once again another fall. I reckon September 2027 if they delay this game one more time. It's that you got to remember, man. People are talking about a delay like, oh, it'll just be a couple of months. A couple of months puts it in January, the worst month in existence. No one's got any fucking money. January makes no sense. February's exactly the same. January and February roll into one big month. It's well known January and February are shit months for retail. So that's not going to happen. March and April, what a bit of point. I know they dropped Grand Theft Auto 4 in April, but that was, what, 17 years ago? The game's changed. You've got the online entity to think about. It's, man. Everyone likes to throw this delay thing about like it's a joke, but if it's getting delayed again, brother, I'll see you at the end of 2027. Because it's just, there's no fucking way it gets delayed for 2 months. No way, at all. You really think the billionaire's gonna be buzzing about that, dropping the biggest video game in existence in January? Get the fuck out of here! Trucker Cam with the 2. Never said that name before in my entire goddamn life. So Kenneth, remind Trucker Cam what time it is on this Dust Bowl evening.
It's showtime!
Appreciate you, brother. I can't take another delay while you're live. Oh, Trucker Cam, tell me about it, man. For anyone that wasn't rocking boots with us in November, obviously last year when we were covering that fucking earnings call, Man. And it was funny. It was funny as well, Trucker, because I was sat there, and how long have I been saying this game wasn't coming out in May? I told you all time and time again the game wasn't coming in May. The fucking day, the first time it got delayed and we went live, you go back and watch that live stream, what is the one thing I kept repeating? May makes no goddamn sense. And when it got delayed, I just didn't want to believe it. I've been saying it for 6 months and I didn't want to believe it. I'd convinced myself it weren't getting delayed. And then it got delayed. Live on air. And it's like, oh, you bitch. Trust goes both ways, Rockstar. I'll just remind you of that shit. Pluto mods with a 15. Pluto mods with a 15. Have you accidentally put 10 on top of 5 there? Oh, brother, I appreciate that. Ken, we got to do more.
It's showtime!
Sit in that seatbelt, bitch! That's awesome! Yes! Yeah! Come on, yeah!
I don't deserve your big stepper, but I appreciate it. Pluto mods with a 15. Can we please get a dub in the chat for Pluto mods? What an absolute fucking joke that is. Go treat yourself to something. You deserve it. 100% MCT is the GOAT. Oh, man. Alright, I'll take that positivity when I can get it, brother. I'll take that positivity. That's far too kind. I don't deserve that at all. I definitely don't agree with you, but that's far too kind. Jorge, MCT. Fuck it. He loves hovering around the fact that I'm a Chelsea fan. Jorge, MCT. By the way, who said that I'm a Chelsea fan? This laptop that I've got in front of me, I borrowed that off my mate. What made you support Chelsea, and do you think that we will get anything this February? And did you have a great... Fucking hell, man. There's people that have sent donations that haven't asked 3 questions. Jorge's getting it in where he can do, man. 3-question Jorge. That's your new name. MCT, what made you support Chelsea, and do you think that we will get anything this February? And did you have a great evening after the first live? Right, Jorge, what made you support Chelsea? I grew up as a Glory supporter. I grew up in Preston, so the local team was Preston North End. My whole family supports Preston North End. The running joke was when I was a kid, every time I went on Deepdale to watch North End, they would lose. So growing up, I was watching Preston North End in the Championship, where you look on the other side, Chelsea were in the Premier League, and they were winning everything. So I chose to support Chelsea. I grew up a Glory supporter, and I stuck with them. That's the job. Second of all, do you think we'll get anything this February? If we're getting something in February, it would have made sense to drop today. I don't see why it makes any sense at all. When they've dropped everything before an earnings call, you now choose now to drop something after an earnings call. I don't think it makes sense, Jorge. So, to answer your question, I think if we're going to get anything, it's going to be in the next hour. But I'm not pinning my hopes on it. But, again, we'll see. And then finally, did you have a great evening after the first live? It weren't too bad, Jorge. I made myself some nice tea, got amongst it, chilled out for a little bit. What else did I do? I read the Forbes article, which I mentioned before, about the Take the Piss Interactive stock. And I was just, you know what I was doing actually? Fucking hell, man. I assume you've all seen it, right? All this discourse that's been going back and forth on Twitter. So for anyone that missed it, just before we finished the live stream before, people were in the chat. Oh, sorry, we saw it as well. GTA 6 Countdown and tweeted it out. Saying that someone on a game show, a YouTube game show or whatever, had said that someone was getting an early preview of Grand Theft Auto 6. So we were like, holy shit, man, that's wild. Like, that's insane. That's cray-cray. That's some crazy shit. Anyway, turns out in the past hour, it's been completely debunked. It's like, no, it was a load of bollocks. We said it in a comical, in a funny jest way, you know what I mean? So that's been completely debunked. See, I'm not trying to throw shade, but this is why I don't fucking tweet things out. Because there ain't no going back, brother. There ain't no going back. People were jumping the gun, man. People were retweeting the fuck out of that, bitch. Oh, GTA 6 news, you gotta love it. Or lack of news, should we say. It's, crazy, innit? Crazy. Unfortunately, I read this shit constantly, so I've got to keep up to date with it. But, we'll get GTA news soon. We'll get it soon. Right, I can see we got a fair few donations to get into here, and I can't say thank you enough, so let's fly straight into them. G-Money Shoemaker with a 10 again. G-Money, I appreciate you, brother. Wouldn't it be great if Rockstar gave us something today during the earnings call? I don't expect anything, but maybe they could surprise us when we're least expecting it. I don't know. Well, G-Money, what's the one thing that people keep saying to me constantly on a daily basis? You don't know shit. You can't call anything. Rockstar Games is unpredictable. Well, how unpredictable would it be when everyone and their mum and their dog and their dog's walker is sat there saying, Take the Piss Interactive never give us any groundbreaking Grand Theft Auto 6 news during the earnings call. Well, if you want to be unpredictable, you drop trailer 3 in that earnings call. Nah, I don't know, brother. Again, for me, I'm on high alert for the next 50 minutes. I'm on high alert. I do think if something's coming from Rockstar, it'll drop just before the earnings call. Do I think something's coming? No. I think it would have made sense to drop it earlier on before. If it's something positive. If it's something negative, then yeah, I expect it in the next half an hour. So if anyone wants to be negative, if anyone thinks there could be another delay, keep your eyes peeled because that shit could be coming in the next half an hour. But nah, man, I don't know. I don't know. D-Man with a 20. Holy shit, brother. That's an absolute joke. Kenneth, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Seatbelt, bitch!
I appreciate you, Big Stepper. D-Man with the 20. Holy shit, man. We don't deserve that. I don't understand this disc thing. Even if... so, D-Man, what the disc thing is back in the day, we had a really, like... It was like relic technology where something was burned onto a disc and we put a disc into a console and it played it. I don't understand this disc thing. Even if someone got their hands on Grand Theft Auto 6, they wouldn't be able to do anything to it. That disc is nothing more than a key to the game. Games aren't stored on the disc anymore. D-Man, you do realise that you've answered your... am I being a prick here? You've just answered your own question. There's no way he doesn't realise he just... D-Man, that's the easiest 20 quid I've ever made in my entire goddamn life. I feel like I need to give it you back because you've just answered your own question. I don't understand the disc thing. Even if they got the disc, they won't be able to do anything to it. The disc is nothing more than a key to the game. Games aren't stored on the disc anymore. He's brought up a statement and then he's asked the question that lies in the statement. Oh, I love him. I fucking love him so much. D-Man, you... I feel well bad because he said 20 as well. Oh, you poor bastard. I'll take it. Of course I will. I'll nick you 20. Nice one. Appreciate you, brother. KFC on me. But, nah, man. I fucking... Yeah, screw it. Why not, D-Man? I completely agree with you. I appreciate the 20, brother. I really do. I feel like a heel because I just... I can't answer that. There's no question for me to answer because you've just fucking answered it. Oh my god, that's giving me a headache. I've laughed too hard. Right, I gotta scroll down, man, because I'm falling well behind. So let's scroll down and let's see catch up. Again, for any of the friend brothers that are knocking about that are new to the stream, the earnings call is going live in just under an hour, and we are going to stream that bitch. Take the Piss Interactive sent me an email saying that you get access to the webcast 15 minutes early. So at 15:15, we will log in and we will check that bitch out. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the state of this absolute freak. J-Dog, hold on a sec. Pause the music. Right, okay, so first of all, we've got a delinquent in the chat. Okay, everyone needs to pause what they're doing right now because we've got... I mean, first of all, probably should be careful with how I say this, but Cyberboy's just sent me some of that Rockstar money. 50 quid on a Tuesday. We all know that you got paid to shit on Mind's Eye, but this is ridiculous. I'm not going to get dragged into HMP, am I, for accepting this shit? I don't want it. Take it back. No, brother, that's an absolute joke. 50 quid, it is a fucking joke. That's ridiculous. That's far too kind, brother. I don't deserve you. Please, for the love of God, can we get a massive dub in the chat for Cyberboy knocking about? 50, honestly, brother, 50 quid is ridiculous. When you know that nothing's coming in this at all. Unbelievable. Turns out Rockstar definitely did pay him. Right, J-Dog, it's a big donation, so you got to do your thing.
It's showtime!
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Hey, I want to let y'all know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right.
Everyone sub to MCT right now. I mean, I definitely don't agree with that. But, all right, brother, all jokes aside, you know that I love you. 50 quid's far too generous, man. That's absolutely ridiculous. I truly can't say thank you enough. We got JBS with a 5, knocking about. Look at the state of this. Sideboy drops 50, then JBS 5. Nah, nice one, JBS. Yeah, appreciate you. Ken, you want to do your thing? Yeah, nice one. Cheers. JBS with a 5. I made toast this morning. Do I have to keep reading this? This is peasant work right now. I made toast this morning and a vision of Grand Theft Auto 6 in it. It's even fucking lying. He sent 5 and he's lied. Fuck's sake. You know I'm only winding you up, brother. You know I'm only joking. JBS again, man. Seriously, I do appreciate the 5. I made toast this morning and a vision of Grand Theft Auto 6 appeared in it. See what happens when you read something with a bit more positivity. The Rockstar logo was on the other side. We're in good shape, folks. Brother, I'd take that as a really bad negative. Rockstar's logo was on the other side and you ate it. That tells me that another 6-month delay is coming. Jesus wept. You didn't have to share that to me. That is legitimately the most worst news I've ever heard in my entire life. That's one big negative and you've painted it up as a positive. Jesus Christ. Right, we'll keep going because we still got more to read out here. Sketchy McLean has become an ultimate friend brother. First of all, never said Sketchball's name in my entire goddamn life, and he's become an ultimate friend brother right off the rip. That's far too kind, Big Cheese.
It's showtime!
Seatbelt, bitch!
I appreciate it, Big Stepper. I truly do. Right, let's carry on here, man, because I can see that I'm falling way behind. Big Man More, MCT, if the game does get delayed, I'm not trying to throw it into the universe, then that would prove my theory that the game wasn't created until after Trailer 1. That's some bullshit theory I just can't roll with. Benjamin Forster, solid friend brother knocking about with the 10 Australian. Benjamin, you're lighting me up. Ken, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Like you repeatedly said, November 19th is a perfect release date. Take the Piss Interactive will do whatever they need to ensure Rockstar hit that date. Take-Two want that return on the development costs. Yeah, again, Ben, you make a really good point. This is something that I don't really bring up that... Like, I know that I bring up that... the release date because obviously, like I keep repeating myself, it is 1 week before Black Friday, but there's one thing that not a lot of people really talk too much about, and it's the billionaire's mentality around this shit. Now, Strauss has admitted time and time again that he doesn't play video games, but what's the one thing that Strauss is more focused on than anything else when it comes to the term Grand Theft Auto? Money, 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 money. The bottom line. At the moment, he's not getting his bottom line. At the moment, he's not even getting a sniff of it. Pre-orders still aren't out yet. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. We can sit here and we can theorize as much as fans, and we could talk about it from the Rockstar game side of things, but we don't know what the billionaires are thinking over at Take the Piss Interactive. I suppose we're going to get a bit of a glimmer in the next, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, however long the earnings call is. The earnings call's at 50:30. It's in 50 minutes. We'll get a quick insight into what the billionaires are thinking about. Obviously, they're going to feed us a load of bullshit. But there must be a line in the sand where Strauss must turn around to Sam Houser or whoever it is at Rockstar Games that he liaises with and says, brother, what the fuck is going on with this game? Where's my money? Like, where is this game? At some point, he must start asking those questions, right? Because we've been asking him and we're fans. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? I don't want to sound too negative, but like, surely, if you're Strauss the bank check, if you're at the top echelon of Take the Piss Interactive, and you are seeing delay after delay, and you're seeing them drop a trailer and then not speaking for over 500 days. Then they drop trailer 2, and if we don't get trailer 3 until May, that's another year where they've ignored us. At some point, the billionaires must look and go, is there any chance this game's coming out in the next 20 years? Boss Treks with a 20, that's an absolute joke. Fucking hell, you lot of freaks tonight, what are you doing? Apparently you've all been paid. Ken, do you think?
It's showtime!
Sit in that seatbelt, bitch! Yes, that's awesome! Yes! Yeah! Come on, yeah!
Boss Trek's knocking about. Don't deserve you, brother, but I appreciate you. With a 20, the last time we got excited for news around the earnings call, we got a delay. I'm scared, not excited. I made my own good news today by pre-ordering Forza Horizon 6. Oh, nice work, brother. Nice work. Isn't that shit coming out free on Game Pass? Wait, hold a minute. Isn't Forza coming out on Game Pass? Why is he... Boss, are you on... you must be on PlayStation. You must be on PlayStation. That's fine. Man, other than Grand Theft Auto 6, I can't really think of any video game. Maybe Wolverine. I can't think of any video game that I'd want to pre-order. We talked about pre-orders before. Jade, I'll get that music playing because it's getting a bit quiet in here. We've talked about pre-orders before, man, how, you know, unfortunately for someone who did grow up on physical media and grew up on Game Station and Game and HMV and all the things that we were talking about in the previous stream, you know, pre-orders were a big thing back in the day because you wanted to pre-order the video game because you wanted to make sure you got hold of it. Pre-orders now don't hold the same weight as they used to. You know, nowadays you're not pre-ordering a video game because you're scared of, oh my god, I'm not able to get my hands on it. You're going to download that bitch in the first 24 hours. So, it's a shame that the mentality around pre-orders, it has changed, but it's the way of the world. It's the way it's always going to be. Sheila of Justin with a 5. Appreciate you, Big Stepper. Do you think we can get anything from the earnings call? Yes, I do. I do. I know it might sound like hopium copium, but legit. Everyone wants to write the earnings call off, and that's fine. You know, again, we're going to listen to it in, what, 45 minutes? But even if we get nothing before the earnings call, there is no reason why. If someone asks a question about Grand Theft Auto 6, even though this doesn't cover the fiscal year for Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out, if someone asks about it, one, they're going to have to answer it. Now, I know that the questions are screened, but even still, it will get brought up. But the biggest thing about this earnings call, and I mentioned it before, I read that Forbes article just before I went live, and they are going to have to address why the stock continues to drop. Now, it is because of this Google, I want to get the name right, Google Project Genie. Because Wall Street have shit their pants and they think that this thing's going to be competition for video game development. So that's why the stock keeps dropping. But Strauss is going to have to address those questions head on because it's fresh. It only happened, what, 4 days ago, 5 days ago? So it's fresh in the memory. So he's going to have to answer that shit. He's going to have to give them investors some positivity. Because Wall Street, apparently, again, I'm not a Wall Street guy, I'm not a stocks and shares guy, but apparently Wall Street are shitting their pants when it comes to modern tech right now because of AI. And I didn't even know this. I read that Forbes article before, and it's really interesting because apparently it's funny because a lot of people have been saying this for years, and I don't really take them for face value because I don't know enough about Wall Street and stocks and shares. But a lot of people have said for years, when it comes to the tech bubble right now, it's a bubble created by people who haven't got a fucking clue what's inside it. People don't know. These tech billionaires don't understand how these video games are being made. So now they've seen this Google Project Genie thing or whatever, and they've absolutely dropped the bollocks and gone, oh my god, that's competition. In the next 5 years, that's going to make game development completely redundant because you're going to be able to go in and create your own video game. So they're all shit in the pants. So it's going to be really interesting. In 45 minutes time when this earnings call goes live, it's going to be really interesting to see if that gets brought up. And I think it will do because, again, this is an earnings call for Take the Piss Interactive. And what's the big thing about Take the Piss Interactive? The stock price. And it is down, brother. It is low. It's taking a dirt nap. And that's coming from someone who doesn't know jack shit about stocks and shares. So if I know this crap, they know that crap. G-Money with the 20. I appreciate you, G-Money. Ken, please tell G-Money what time it is. Like you need reminding.
It's showtime!
Sit in that seatbelt, bitch!
G-Money, seriously, brother, I insulted you at the start of this stream, and you're just launching money at me at this point. I don't know what I've done, but I can't say thank you enough. At the same time, I'm not expecting any news from Rockstar today. I'm also not scared of another delay, because I doubt that's going to happen again. I highly doubt we get any good news or any bad news like another delay. So, G-Money, you just honestly think that this entire earnings call today is just going to go straight by the window, and we're not going to see anything from it? I don't think you're a million miles away. I think there's a chance that maybe Grand Theft Auto 6 will get mentioned. They'll say something. It'll probably get clipped up. Clickbaiters will probably run with it for the next couple of weeks. And then that'll be it. That's minimum what we're going to get today, G-Money. So if we get the minimum, then I think you're on the money there, brother. Sheila Justin with a 10. I appreciate it. Ken, bare minimum. You got to do things.
It's showtime!
I'm scared it's going to get delayed, to be honest. Oh, well, you've just manifested it. You've just manifested it now, aren't you, you stupid bastard? Right, okay, J-Dog, pause the music. I want to make everything clear right now. If we get a delay in the next 45 minutes, it's on Sheila of Justin, because they've just dropped 10 and said that they're scared that it's going to get delayed again. It's on you. Why would you say that? Why would you manifest it? Why would you put that out into the existence? For God's sake. Well, that's it. Nice one. Nice for the... Cheers, Jinx. Appreciate you. See you in 2027. No, I'm only winding you up, brother. All jokes aside, I do appreciate the 10. I really do. I'm scared it's going to get delayed, to be honest. Right, okay. I'm going to be real with you. And I don't think I've really admitted this right now. I'm really on high alert for the next 20 minutes. Just because I'm getting a bit of PTSD from the last time we streamed an earnings call. Because the last time we streamed the earnings call was in November. And half an hour before the earnings call, the game got delayed. We are 15 minutes away from it being 3 months ago that this game got fucking delayed. So, yeah, I gotta admit, I'm on high alert. I don't think it's going to be delayed. But I would be lying to you if I said that I am not currently looking at my clock and just counting down the minutes and praying to the Lords that I don't see Rockstar Games pop up on my phone, because I've got notifications on for Rockstar Games on Twitter. And let me just say this. If in the next 20-25 minutes Rockstar Games pops up on my phone, legit no joke, I am going to shit my panties, because I'm going to know exactly what it is. I'll put it out there right now. If Rockstar Games tweet out in the next half an hour, we all know exactly what it is. And it's the worst. It's the worst news imaginable. And like I said to you, if this game gets delayed again, it's not coming out in January, and it's not coming out in February, and it's not coming out in March. So I'll see you in May 2027 until it gets delayed again, and I'll see you Christmas period 2027. The game comes out 1 month before 2028. They told you in 2023 you were going to play it in 2025, and we are going to get jiggy on the joysticks in 2029. Ken, line that advert up. Team, give me 60 seconds and I'll be right back.
You do everything in your car, from talking to friends to watching a movie to turning tricks with a coworker. So why should you get out of your car to eat? At Up and Atom, we're from a time when America didn't worry about global warming, cholesterol, or who could vote. Drive into Up and Atom today. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior.
We all care about the environment, some more than others, especially those of us on the West Coast. But places thousands of miles away have water that is our birthright. We're San Andreas Water and Power. Without our tireless efforts to keep the water and subsidies flowing, San Andreas could dry up like a woman in her 50s. No green lawns, no swimming pools, no lush golf courses in the desert. Sure, you may have to pay the piper sometime, but let's all work together to make sure it's not just yet. San Andreas Water and Power.
I don't know why the message just popped out, so I got to read it. Beef, 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 beef. I'm going to stir the pot here a little bit. Carl, ever since Cyberboy got political, that was when I tapped out. Fight, 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 fight. Oi, Cyberboy, you got a hater in the chat. Oh, I'm only joking. I love them both. So if they want to play fisticuffs, I'll referee. I'll get on the black and white striped. Nathan with the Australian 30. Brother, that's ridiculous. I don't deserve that at all. You lot are an absolute joke tonight. I don't know what I've done. Ken, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Hold on a sec.
Yes, that's awesome. Yes! Yeah! Come on, yeah!
Appreciate you, brother. Nathan with the 30 Australian. I'll drop 100 if we don't get a trailer before the call. Oh, man, that's far too generous. Has anyone... Right, so we're all witness to that right now. Can we please get a massive dub in the chat? Because Nathan's just said if we don't get a trailer, if we don't get trailer 3 before the earnings call, he is going to send $100 to MCT. Nathan, that's far too kind, brother. If we don't... I've seen it. I can see it right there. You've spelt it right as well. I'll drop 100 if we don't get a trailer before the earnings call. Man, that is far too kind. That's far too generous. You've said it now, so we're all going to hold you at your word. But Nathan, that's far too generous. I appreciate you, brother. So I think we're all pretty much in the realm of trailer 3 probably isn't dropping tonight. So you've just said that you're going to send me $100. That's ridiculous. That's incredible. Again, yeah, look, everyone's lighting him up with a W. Unbelievable, Nathan. Unbelievable. That's ridiculous. Nathan's keeping the lights on. Appreciate you, Big Cheese. I really do. Right, G-Money Shoemaker with a 5. I feel well bad, man, because I keep reading donations. I actually want to read messages that people haven't sent, but I hate ignoring donations because, again, it's literally people sending money. So, G-Money, I'm going to read this. And I'll try my best to try and read this chat as fast as I can do. And I'll try and read some messages that people haven't sent money for. I sound like a right heel. Right. Ken, one more time.
It's showtime!
G-Money, hey, Jetro just went live and he's also streaming the earnings call. Oh, is Jetro gone live as well? I thought he was. Yeah, I thought Jetro said he was going to go live with the earnings call. Fair play. Hey, you might as well go and watch him. I don't know why you're over here for. Vezi Affair. I mean, my problem with Cyber was... Oh, shit. Oi, why are people... Wait, hold a minute. I don't want to read this shit. I was winding him up. Why are people... Right, can I just point something out? I do not want to read Cyberboy hate in this chat right now. He sent me 50 quid before. Rockstar Games paid him to shit on Mind's Eye, and he sent me 50 of the Queen's English. So I won't have it tonight. I won't have it. You can all shit talking behind his back if you want, but I'm not having it. No cyber slander tonight. I'm not doing it. No, 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 no. If you didn't send that sweet 50, then maybe I would have jumped on the bandwagon. But no, I'm only joking. Man, seriously, come on. No. Just fuck. Let's move on. Nathan's become a friend, brother. That's ridiculous. Nathan, I appreciate becoming a friend, brother, but I'm still going to hold you to the fact that you just said you're going to send $100 if Trailer 3 doesn't drop. But nah, brother, all jokes aside, I appreciate it. I've never said your name before. And what is it? You've dropped 30 Australian and you become a friend, brother, as well. That's absolutely ridiculous. I truly, it's support I don't deserve. Right, for any friend brothers that are just knocking about and you sat there going, right, this is supposed to be the earnings call, so what the fuck is this geezer talking about? Where's the earnings call, you chief? This isn't Take the Piss Interactive. Yes, you're right, and I'm not Strauss the bank check. The earnings call is going live in 25 minutes. Take the Piss Interactive will send me a link to the webcast 15 minutes early. So, in what? 20 minutes? I'm going to get the link sent to me. So, in 20 minutes' time, well, I'm going to say in 20 minutes' time, we'll pull it up. But in 20 minutes' time, they'll put up that stupid intro music. So we've still got 25 minutes to wait, 35 minutes to wait. So hold your horses. The earnings call goes live at past. Sheila Justin with a 10. Appreciate you, big stepper. How can I watch the earnings call? Well, it isn't. So for anyone that is wondering, like, I actually don't want to listen to you talk bollocks. That's fine. I'm not actually going to be talking through it anyway. But it's not actually a visual thing. So when I say it's a webcast, it's an audio thing. So it's just like, you're just going to be listening to them anyway. What I'm going to do at past, I will go live with the earnings call and then I'll just shut the fuck up for the next 40 minutes because I'll just let you all listen to it. I'll basically turn myself into a Take the Piss Interactive vessel. And with everything that's gone down in the past couple of days with the Schmefty Schmepstein list, maybe I shouldn't use the term vessel and use. But yeah, if people want to listen to the earnings call, don't fear. When it gets to past, I am going to shut up and you're all going to be able to listen. So basically, you don't need to do anything at past. I'll put it on and you won't need to do any work. If you want to go and check it out yourself, you're more than welcome to. All you need to do is type in, search on Google like I did and go to Take the Piss Interactive, obviously Take to Interactive. And then there should be a section where it says earnings call. If you go to that, click the webcast thing, it'll ask you to either create, I think it's a QI4 account. You don't need to do that. If you just continue without account, it asks you for your email. And all you need to do is put your email in and they send you the link to the webcast at past and it goes live at past. It's that easy, man. So if you want to listen to it yourself, you go right ahead. Holy shit, man. We got another $50 donation. This is a joke right now from Boss Trex. Please, chat, can we get a massive dub in the chat for Boss Trex? This is ridiculous, man. I don't deserve this. This is an absolute joke. Ken, do your thing. It's a big donation.
It's showtime!
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Hey, I want to let y'all know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right.
Right, let's have a gander here. Let's see what we're saying. Boss Trex with the 50. Pre-installed for Horizon 6 on Game Pass and pre-ordered the premium bundle. I'm an Xbox boy. Hate PlayStation, always have. The controllers make no sense. I need A, B, X, Y button, not shapes. I know it's another hot take, but I'm old and set in my ways. Oh, brother, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Look, if you're an Xbox bitch-made boy, that's fine. No judgment over here, brother. I got both of them. Oh, God, that sounds like such a dickhead comment to say. Basically, I've got PlayStation 5. Mrs. MCT has got Xbox, right? That's it. I'm not balling out. I'm not liquid at all. I mean, I will do if Boss Trex keeps sending me these donations. No, I'm only winding you up. But I've said this multiple times, man. When it comes to this weird line in the sand of, oh, well, I'm an Xbox, so I'm on PlayStation, I could give a sweet fuck. I don't care what console you're on. If I want to play a video game, I'll play it on whatever console it's available on. I grew up in that era of the bullshit console wars. It was so forced. Oh, it was so forced. Oh, our exclusives are better. Our exclusives are better. Brother, this is video games. Everything should be available to the fan, to the consumer. Oh God, I hate that mentality of, oh, I'm better than you because I play on Xbox. No, I'm better than you because I play on PlayStation. Like, these are billion-dollar companies deciding which games are exclusive to the console. You don't get to decide shit, brother. You're sending them money. You are not a soldier on the front lines. I hated it, man. It was a weird flex. Gaming Grenade, I wonder if Strauss the bank check will take the piss out of Cyberpunk again. Like, delaying the game wasn't bad enough. Oh, shit. Gaming Grenade, I forgot about that. So for anyone that doesn't remember, the earnings call that we got in November, yeah, you just reminded me. Strauss took a sideswipe at Cyberpunk. What did he say? He said something like, we're dedicated to not bringing out games early, because we've seen like how our competitors sometimes have done that. Like, it was some bullshit like that. And like, all of us in the chat were like, did he just make a joke about the game we think he just made a joke about? Because it definitely weren't Mind's Eye. So we all think that he took a jab about Cyberpunk, and it was a really dickhead thing to say. Like, a real dickhead thing to say. Now, obviously, Cyberpunk was a huge dumpster fire piece of shit when it came out. And CD Projekt Red deserved what they got. But you look at that video game now, it's one of the best story-based video games of all time. All time. The launch was awful, but that video game is ridiculous now. So to take a side swipe at Cyberpunk, that was a bit of a dick move. I forgot he did that. Completely forgot. Honky Tonk Tennessee. Where do you reckon he's from? I never said that name before in my entire life. Ken, do you think?
It's showtime!
Appreciate your HTT. What are we saying? Tennessee boy? Bitch made boy? MCT made an awesome Grand Theft Auto video with his take on reasonings for Rockstar's weaponized versus non-weaponized rollout of everything. Bravo MCT, give me a new perspective. What? MCT made an awesome Grand Theft Auto video with his take on reasonings for Rockstar's weaponized versus non-weaponized rollout of everything. Bravo MCT gave me a new perspective. Is that a bot? I swear to God, I've never made that video. Is that a fucking bot? I swear to God, that I've just had a conversation with a bot. That's not real, Honky Tonk Tennessee. There is no way that's not real. MCT made an awesome Grand Theft Auto video with his take on reasonings for Rockstar's weaponized versus non-weaponized rollout of everything. I've never made that video in my life. I swear to God, that brother is not real. That motherfucker back there is not real. Oh, man, let's keep rolling. Let's keep going. Mood Music, YTC. I don't know if I've said that name before. Maybe I have done, but regardless, they've sent 10 and I can't say thank you enough. Kenneth, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Sit in that seatbelt, bitch!
I appreciate you, Big Stepper. Let's see what we're saying. I don't chat much in most streams I watch, but just wanted to say UMCT are the most goated Grand Theft Auto 6 channel. I definitely don't agree with you, brother, but I appreciate the positivity. And criminally underrated. Now that I do agree with. As always, consistently fun to watch and a hard-working friend, brother. Oh, man. Can we get a massive dub in the chat right now for that? That is some positivity. All jokes aside, man, I know that I mask a lot of things with comedy or an attempt at comedy, and I try and be as funny as I can do, but legit, man, reading messages like that, honestly, it hits me in the gangster feels. It truly does, man. Sometimes you see a message like that, and it's going to sound really, really sad, but legit, sometimes it makes it all worth it. Because the reality is, I'm not going to get too deep in this, but becoming a full-time content creator does come with its negatives, and I wasn't really aware of how much shit you were going to get, how much hate you're going to get, just on an opinion. Brother, you make a video on an opinion, and you could say the grass is green, and someone will be like, oh, fuck you, the grass outside my house is brown. And it's like, whoa, Jesus. And that's what you got to put up with. So it's nice seeing comments like that. Every so often when you see it, it's like, man, that's what I got into this shit for. Building a community, getting amongst it, the friend brothers. I love positivity, man. I love it. You got to keep me positive because you lot know every now and then I can fall into that dark hole and we can just roll around negativity. We don't want to see that shit. Nathan with the 8 Australian, I appreciate you, Nathan. Been watching for ages, just finally got around to supporting the channel more. Oh, Nathan, man, that's ridiculous. Again, that's huge positivity. I can't say thank you enough, brother. I truly can't. You've been watching for ages and you've only just grown a set of balls and started supporting the channel more. Hey, Nathan, I'll take it how I can get it. Nah, man, all jokes aside, I really appreciate it. Best Buy Brian with the 5. We are gamers, not PlayStationers, not Xboxers. Play the games, not the console war. Brian, oi. That's a message worth, Kenneth.
It's showtime!
Nah, I couldn't agree more, man. Chat, did anyone else get really creeped out back in the day when that console, like, when the console wars were like an actual thing? I don't know, man. I didn't really vibe with it, if I'm being honest. Like, I couldn't give a fat shit if you were on Xbox or PlayStation. If anything, I found it disgusting when a video game came out and I was only allowed to play it on one console, because if you're a kid and you've only got one console, what are you going to do? Turn around to your parents and be like, can I get the other console? And your mum and dad are like, well, what? Like, I thought you just wanted games for your console. I didn't know I was going to have to buy 2 consoles. So it's a sleazy move, man. Sleazeball move. Upper Robin, that was my favourite MCT video. He explains the weaponization really well. Hey, Upper Robin, I completely agree. I ain't got a fucking clue what video you lot are talking about, but apparently I made a video that I haven't got a clue is in the library at all, but I'll take it. Hey, I'll take the positivity on a video that doesn't exist at all. Who am I to turn it away? Jorge, MCT, I was a Spurs... Fuck me, Jorge. I get it, you're a football fan. Jesus wept. I swear to God, I didn't even know Jorge existed until today. And all he's done is talk about football. I mean, Jorge, I don't mind it. We can talk football till the cows come home. But I will remind you that you are in a Grand Theft Auto community. You're in a gaming community. And there are some friend brothers out there that don't want me talking football. So I'll run through this as fast as I can do. Jorge, I appreciate you. Let's see what we say. MCT, I was a Spurs supporter because my dad was a Spurs supporter. And my mum was Arsenal. Really? Your mum's a dickhead. But I looked up to my dad more and ever since being faithful. Also, Thomas Frank should get the F out. Bumbuckler! Oh, sack him now, blood. Sack him now. I love expressions. Sack him now, blood. Sack him at half time. I'm only joking, by the way. Your mum's not a dickhead. I know her personally. She's a very nice lady. I mean, it's just a shame that she's an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? Stink job. Wow, that's mad. So you and your dad are Spurs fans and your mum's an Arsenal fan. I mean, maybe she is a dickhead. I've said this before on stream. I don't have any animosity to Spurs or their fan base because I really don't think you're as bad as Arsenal's fan base at all. And also, it might sound very condescending, but I've never really been threatened by Spurs. You know what I mean? We called it 3-point lane for a reason. Every time we went to White Hart Lane, just, bomber clat 3 points. And you boys just don't trouble us at all any season. I mean, again, we were talking about it before, weren't we, Jorge? I asked you, when was the last time you won a European trophy? And you was like, we won one last season. That is how completely, gobsmacked I was, because oh my God, 1, Spurs actually won a trophy. 2, they won a European trophy, and I completely forgot. So, look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I appreciate your Jorge, I really do. But I've got no animosity to Spurs fans at all. I just don't see them as a threat. Maybe in a couple of years' time, you can come and get amongst it. I know that we're dropping off a little bit lately, but I don't know, man. I've always seen it as Arsenal's the rivalry. I get more... that's a lie. I was gonna say I get more hyped up for a Fulham game. I don't. Spurs Chelsea's a better game than Spurs Fulham, but I don't know. I'm not worried about Spurs the same way as I'm not worried about Fulham, but I am worried about Arsenal because, again, I think your mum knows what she's doing right now because they are just running through it, man. If they don't win the Premier League this season, it's an absolute catastrophe. Right, team, we've got the earnings call. For anyone that's just joining us, we have got the earnings call going live in 25 minutes. Less than 25 minutes. It goes live at past. Take the Piss Interactive, send the links out for the webcast at 15:15. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run for a quick 60-second break. We're going to come back. We're going to keep talking to chat till past. But at 15:15, I'm going to check out and see if they've sent me this link. Anyway, if you give me a quick 60 seconds, your boy will be right back.
The video game of the year.
Roger that, Bravo Sierra. We've got some insurgents killing orphans, and they've got some nerve toxin and a nuke and a random flashback level in which JFK and Castro duke it out on the moon.
Righteous Slaughter 7.
Copy that, Red Leader. Call in the airstrike.
Righteous Slaughter 7. The realistic art of contemporary killing.
How do you kill?
Rated PG. Pretty much the same as the last game.
On that journey to the top, you probably had to make a few sacrifices, including long-term friendships. But in Los Santos, perception is everything, and anything can be bought. You need to make a splash at social occasions and fill your fancy new house with tons of friends. If it's a glamorous occasion, we'll provide models and movie stars. If it's a business function, we'll bring along oligarchs and senior executives. Perhaps you want something a little funkier. We've got Mirror Park hipsters for hire so you can slip on your skinny jeans and show your alternative side. People of different ethnicities and sexual preferences will mingle and make you look good instead of the desperate, close-minded guy you are. Call Appropriate Associates today.
Right, team, let's get amongst it. J-Dog, let's get some music pumping in this bitch. Let's see what we're saying. Let's see what you lot are saying. Cybernetic, I honestly think we need a little bit of PlayStation versus Xbox versus PC versus Nintendo Switch to revive. Cybernetic, get out of here with that shit. No, You want something to revive gaming? Make the fucking video games better. How about that? You want to revive gaming? Get rid of shit like Mind's Eye. You want to revive gaming? We don't need PlayStation versus Xbox versus PC versus Nintendo. We need better games. That's how you revive gaming. Shocking. 10cam, knocking about. How do we listen to it without making a Q4 account? All you need to do, 10cam, is when you go onto Take the Piss Interactive and you go to the earnings call bit, do you know on the right hand side where it says Q4 account, there is it's in blue writing and it says continue without an account. If you click that, all it does is ask you for your email. And it's that simple, man. You give them your email and you're away. They'll send you the link at 15:15. So it's just underneath the bit where it's asking you to make an account. It's just underneath. You can continue without an account. I tried making an account, by the way, but it wouldn't let me. Amazon to MCT, when are you hosting a $100 FIFA tourney in the community? Fucking hell. You know what? If I covered FIFA, I would do, because that would be a well good way to give back to the community. I've always thought about, like, you know, when this channel gets bigger, I'd love to do giveaways, because I want to give back to, like, the friend brothers that have supported this channel. But it's just structuring it, innit? Because through Grand Theft Auto, how would we do it? It would have to be a case of we'd have to set up, like, a Grand Theft Auto session. But it's like, how, like, what would it... We'd have to set up, like, races or something? Like, I don't know. But I've definitely got that in the pipeline. When this channel gets a bit bigger, because the worry is, I've had some people sometimes say this to me, like, oh, why don't you do a giveaway? The issue that you've got with giveaways, especially when you're a smaller channel like me, like, I know I've got, you know, I know I've got over 15,000 subs, and I truly can't say thank you enough. I swear to God, man, I never thought I'd get over like 10 subs. So this is crazy. But the issue that you've got with giveaways is, I've spoken to other people about this before, and apparently what can happen is, if you advertise giveaways, all will happen is people, like tons of people, will subscribe to you because they want to be included in the giveaway. So there's a chance that if I advertised I was doing a giveaway for a PlayStation 5 tomorrow, there's a chance that I might jump from 15,000 to 20,000 subscribers. The issue that you've got is, once the giveaway is over, all of them unsubscribe to you, and YouTube see it as you're having a really bad time and you've done something wrong. So your algorithm gets messed up because you've lost all them subscribers. So that's a bit of a horror story that I don't really like the sound of. So when I am going to do a giveaway, it's when I'm a bit bigger and we can take the hit and I know that I can give back to the community, if that makes sense. Because it's not that as well. I don't want to like give away something decent to someone that doesn't support the channel. You know, we've got friend brothers in here that have been rocking with us for the best part of a year. I want to give back to you lot. You know what I mean? I don't want to give a PlayStation 5 to some random fucking John that's been with us for about a day. You know what I mean? Chenshaw with the 5. Appreciate you, Chenshaw. Kenneth, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Strauss would be a great character in Grand Theft Auto. He's slimy enough to pull it off. Can never trust a word he says. Would 100% backstab you in the back. Chenshaw, man, I reckon, without knowing them personally, I reckon you could say that about a lot of billionaires. I think money corrupts, and you know what's money? Money is power, and power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts, without a doubt. You could be the most genuine geezer in existence, but once you get that money and once you get that power, once your head goes above that level, I think people's minds just start twisting, man. Like, legitimately, I think you end up being on a completely different plane of existence, and it's a plane of existence that we will never fully understand. So we can sit here and we can throw shade and we can throw shit at all the billionaires as much as we want, but we'll never truly understand where their heads are at. And that sounds like I'm defending them. I swear to God that I'm not. But it's mad when people try and assess like Strauss and the people at Take the Piss Interactive, because these are billionaires that run these video games that don't play video games. You know what I mean? That's fucking wild. Crazy, brother. Crazy. Right, we got a couple of mentions to give out here. So we've got Algae Productions, who's become an ultimate friend, brother. Man, that's far too generous. Can't say thank you enough.
It's showtime!
And then Sheila Justin with another 5. Sheila, oh, you've sent a bit of money today. I appreciate it, Big Stepper. I really do. I don't know what I've done to deserve you. Sheila Justin with the 5. What time is it for you? It's currently 13 minutes past 9 on my PC, but yeah, it's 12 minutes past 9 on my phone. Which one's right, I wonder? Ho, 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 ho. Do you want a plot twist? My PC now says it's 14 minutes past. So team, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it another couple of minutes and then I'll flex a groove over to my inbox. And by that point, Take the Piss Interactive should have sent me a link to this webcast, and then the webcast will be going live at past. So again, for anyone that's just joined the stream and you're like, who is this random geezer talking bollocks? If you're here for the earnings call goes live in 15 minutes time. Nathan's upgrade. Fucking hell, Nathan. Right, Nate Dog, I just want to point something out right now to what a friend brother's knocking about. I don't think I'd ever said Nathan's name before today. He came before, dropped a donation. He's promised that he's going to send $100 to us. Whether or not Trailer 3 drops today, that's absolutely ridiculous. Can't say thank you enough, brother. He then became a friend brother, then dropped another donation, and now he's become an ultimate friend brother. He's actually upgraded his membership. Nathan, man, honestly, I don't know what I've done to deserve you, but I appreciate it, big dog. Kenneth, bare minimum, remind that bitch what time it is.
It's showtime!
Seatbelt, bitch!
Appreciate it, Big Cheese. Right, let's scroll down here. Let's see what's a guan. Look at all these names, by the way. Dean, Pro Slinkley, Penegrin, Jim, Bacon. Bacon's knocking. Every time I fucking read Bacon's name, it makes me hungry. Will you change your name, you piece of shit? Drew Shotos, knocking about. Good to see you, Drewski. Cavish, Bear in the Big Blue House. Pro Slinky, Dirt Packs. The only track the game has been on is getting delays. I mean, you know, tell me lies. Point out a lie that he's just said there. I think he's bang on, to be fair. Jamie Hexam, I think I'm going to listen to this call with a bowl of Demogorgon Crunch. Demogorgon Crunch? Is that a thing in America? Have you actually got Stranger Things cereal? I wouldn't mind trying that shit out. The only thing that we got in England was there was like a KFC meal that was Stranger Things themed, and I didn't get it. I think Mrs. MCT got it. I think she said it was all right. Oh my God, we've got another Spurs fan in chat. Shocking. I'm only joking. Brooklyn Evans. It's still coming November 19th. Strauss Zelnick just said it's coming out in 2027. What? It's just said. Oh, is the earnings call bullshit leaked again? 15 minutes before. I don't get how this happens. Hold on a minute. Has he just baited me? I mean, he is a Spurs fan. He probably is talking absolute bollocks. Let me just come to Twitter here. Let's see if it's made the headlines. Because I remember it was a couple of earnings calls ago. We were waiting for the earnings call to go live. And then, oh, it is. All the stuff's coming out now. I think. Oh, a minute, let me scroll through. Justin, Take the Piss Interactive have confirmed Grand Theft Auto 6 is still on track to launch on November 19th, 2026. Right, okay, so we've not got any delays. Right, okay, so if anyone wants positives, we will get amongst it. I don't know how this happens, but it does. Again, I don't know how it happens, but just before the earnings call, the official stats always get leaked or published or whatever. And if you go on Twitter now, you can get it, but apparently the news is breaking that Grand Theft Auto 6 has been confirmed that it will not be delayed today. So that's a weight off a lot of people's mind. To all the fucking nerds that were in the start of the stream spamming, it'll be delayed. Last time the earnings call happened, it got delayed. It'll be delayed again. I've got a little penis. Well, you can shove it in a sack and I'll see you in May, you chief. So apparently, it's official. Grand Theft Auto 6 will not be delayed tonight, through this earnings call. Well, that's a weight off our mind. I'm not going to lie. Right, team, I'm going to come over to emails and I'm going to refresh my inbox and I'm going to see if we've got this link from Take the Piss Interactive to listen to this earnings call. If I click this, we should be able to go to it now. So, webcast link. We click that. Oh, God. It should be working. Hold on a sec. We just type in my email in just so we can log into this bitch. Play lobby music. You lot might... Right, okay. Let's do a test. J-Dog, pause the music. Appreciate it, brother. So this earnings call is going to go live in just over 10 minutes. 10 minutes and some change. So what I need to do, if I bring up OBS, I need to see if you lot can hear what I'm hearing right now. So let's pull up OBS and let's put on the Discord audio. Right, can you lot hear this like weird elevator lift music? Let me know, because if you can, that means that we're good to go. So when this earnings call goes live, you're going to hear it when I am. So I'll just wait for the chat. For Scrap, how long do you think the story is going to be, MCT? Longer than GTA 5's, but not as long as Red Dead Redemption 2's. That's my theory, brother. Everyone's saying that you can hear the elevator music. Awesome. So that basically means that in the next 10 minutes, when this earnings call goes live, you are all going to be able to listen into it. Wunderbar. Absolutely wonderful. Right. Okay. So we've got 10 minutes left, team. I want some theories. Do you think that we're going to get anything significant in this earnings call? I think, do you know all the stuff that's on Twitter? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I forgot Arsenal are playing Chelsea right now. Has someone scored? Oh, what have we done? Oh, we've got a weird set-piece defence. What is going on here? I've just seen a clip of us defending an Arsenal set-piece. I need to... You know what? I'll save the football talk till later. I'm just going on Twitter now. I'm just seeing what people are saying about this earnings call. Game roll, breaking news. Take the Piss Interactive have confirmed that Grand Theft Auto 6 launch marketing will begin this summer. Oh my God. What the fuck? Right, okay, so apparently we're going to have some decent news out of this earnings call then. Again, man, I thought these earnings calls were live, but apparently they must be pre-recorded. Tom Henderson, Take-Two Interactive reaffirms Grand Theft Auto 6 will launch November 19th, 2026. Game roll. Take-Two has confirmed that Grand Theft Auto 6 launch marketing will begin this summer. Can I just turn that fucking music off a sec? That's well annoying. Don't let me forget that that's going on. If I mute music... There we go. Right, Friend Brothers, 2 secs. Let me just pull this up here. Let's see what we're saying. I absolutely cannot see Rockstar delaying it now. There's absolutely no way they say something like this unless they were confident. Wow. So this earnings call that we're going to be listening to in the next 10 minutes, according to all these leaks that are coming out right now or confirmed reports, at some point in this earnings call, they are going to confirm that Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't just coming out in November, but the marketing is actually going to start this summer. You've all called it. Man, give all yourselves a round of applause, because everyone has been saying this now since the delay happened in November. The promo for this game is going to start in summer. It's going to start late April, early May, because of the earnings call. Trailer 3 around May. Wow. That's mad. Rockstation's just tweeted out about it. Take-Two Interactive have confirmed that marketing for Grand Theft Auto 6 will start this summer and is still scheduled for November. Ben Videotech, shout out Ben Videotech. Marketing for Grand Theft Auto 6 will begin this summer, Take-Two says. GTA base, Take-Two. Wow. That's mad. Right, okay, team, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to read any more of those tweets, and I'm going to keep it for the earnings call. But, man, apparently that's it. When we listen to this earnings call in however long, the next 8 minutes, they are going to say to us all that this game isn't delayed. It is coming out in November, and the marketing's going to start in summer. That's pretty sick. I'll put the elevator music back on. I got to admit, man, I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that. I was expecting them to barely mention it all. I was expecting someone to ask a question and there's something like, yeah, we're still confident it's coming, and that's it. But the fact that at some point in this earnings call, they say that the marketing's going to start, that's a big call. That's $1 billion company saying that the marketing for $1 billion video game is going to start in summer. If it wasn't going to, they wouldn't get into specifics. Oh, game calls it. It's happening. You know what, brother? Do I dare say that we are back? I really don't know. I really don't know. It's mad because it's been so long since we've been able to be positive about Grand Theft Auto 6. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's mad. I genuinely was expecting them to not say shit. Man, we might just be back. Look, let's not start breaking out the red panties yet, right? Let's not start breaking out the hot coffee just yet. But I'll take positive news when I can get it around Grand Theft Auto 6. And man, that is some positive news. And if you compare, what I will say, if you compare this mood that we have right now to the mood we had 3 months ago when we were 5 minutes out from the earnings call, I was sat here saying I didn't want to stream the earnings call because they just delayed the game again. And now we're sat here about to have it confirmed to us that the promo starts in summer. What we've all been calling for ages. Oh man, it feels strange because it's been so long since we've had some fucking positive news around Grand Theft Auto 6. It's been so long. And it turns out by the sounds of it, we are going to get some really positive news in the next 5 minutes, however long this earnings call runs for. Oh man. Right, team, I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes talking to chat, and I want to reiterate something. We've had a lot of donations today, and I can't say thank you enough. When the earnings call is live, I'm not going to interrupt it at all. So if anyone sends a donation, I appreciate you. You're far too generous. I don't deserve you. But I'm not going to stop the earnings call and read out any donations, no matter how big they are. So anyone that drops a donation, I will come to it, but it'll be once the earnings call finishes. So once I put this earnings call up in 4 minutes' time and they start talking bollocks, I'm not going to interrupt them. So don't think for a second that I'm ignoring any donations or I'm ignoring anyone, because I swear to God I'm not. But I just want to put this earnings call and I don't want to interrupt them, because when it goes live, people want to hear the earnings call. Right, Drew Shotto's been a member for 5 months. I appreciate you, Big Stepper. That's awesome news that Grand Theft Auto 6 is not delayed. Also, there could be a Trump Tower proposed for the Gold Coast in Queensland. AU might be 101 Oh, wow. Trump Tower's coming to Australia? That's wild. Drew Shotto, you've been a member for 5 months. That's more wild than the Trump Towers. I appreciate you, Big Stepper. Right, have we got a big one to read here? Where is it? Nathan's dropped 80 Australian. That's a fucking joke. Nathan, man, we need to give... Right, Kenneth, do your thing quick.
It's showtime!
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Hey, I want to let y'all know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's rad.
Nathan, you're a secret billionaire, man. You're an absolute joke. I don't deserve this. You've sent a fair few donations today, and you've become an ultimate friend brother as well. That's ridiculous, man. I truly, truly do not deserve that level of support, but I appreciate you, big dog. 80 Australian and just says hype out of nowhere. What a joke, man. Secret billionaire. Bitch made boy. Nah, Nathan, honestly, all jokes, man. I really appreciate it. I truly do. Unbelievable show of support, brother. Unbelievable. Can we please get a huge dub in the chat just before this earnings call goes live? Can we please like that brother with a massive dub? That's fucking ridiculous, man. Truly is. Right, let's scroll down here. We got Shellev Justin with a 10. I appreciate you, Shellev. Let's go. It's confirmed. Yes, Shellev, you said before. In fact, Shellev, oh, I'm so fucking buzzing for you, man. You were saying before you were worried that this game was going to get delayed again, and you've just had it confirmed to you that as of right now, the game is not getting delayed. Tell you what, oi, for anyone that's talking shit about that stock being negative right now, give it 24 hours. That stock will go up. This is positive news for this game. I'm telling you right now, man. That stock's going to go up. I'm not a Wall Street guy, but legit. John Cheese 2442 is knocking about. Good to see you, Jonathan. Guys, what's happened? So John, I'll give you a quick rundown. The earnings call is about to go live in like less than 2 minutes, but apparently news is going to come through on this earnings call today that GTA 6 isn't delayed and that the promo officially is going to start in summer. Apparently at some point, Strauss the bank check himself says it, so we're going to listen in when they go live in about a minute's time. We're going to listen to it for ourselves. But man, that is sick. That is so... Oh, man. I'm just happy to be positive. It's been a long time, brother. It's been a long time. What an absolute joke. It's been a very long time since I've been able to sit here and talk positively about Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I'm obviously going to be covering this tomorrow in a video as well. I'm looking forward to making that video. It's been months of negativity, months of everyone down on the luck. The game's getting delayed again. The game's never coming out. Finally, something positive to talk about, man. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing for myself. I'm buzzing for you lot. I'm buzzing for the community. Finally, man. It's very, very small positive news, but I'll take it. I'll take it. The last time we heard about Grand Theft Auto 6 was when that game got delayed 3 months ago. So I'll take it. Visig, yeah, we've seen it. Check Game Roll's Twitter, guys. We've seen it. That's what we've been talking about. We're just about to listen to the earnings call now. We're about to hear it live. Well, I say live. If it's pre-recorded, then obviously it's not live, is it? But... oh, man. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Brian with a 5. I appreciate it, Brian. No delay. Marketing around the corner. Physical on day. MF1. Type. Physicals on day 1. Brian, where have you seen that? Have they announced that physicals coming on day 1? GTA 6 is coming out in November. I've got on Twitter. Look, again, I know a lot of people aren't that bothered about physical. I don't want to ruin this earnings call. Confirm that this rumor is false. GTA 6 is indeed launching on both physical and GTA. The physical's coming. Right, okay, team. I'm not going to ruin it anymore. I'm not going to ruin this earnings call. We're about to listen to it. I thought these things were live, but apparently they're pre-recorded because everyone's listening to them before we are. So, if we bring it up now, it just says, please hold tight. The broadcast will start shortly. We're bang on past now, so it should be starting any second now. I'm wondering if maybe the call goes live at like 15, but yeah, if you don't sign in with the QI4 account, you don't get it till later on. You don't get it till like 15 minutes after. Well, like I say, I'm in the lobby now, so I'm just waiting for it to go live. You lot can all hear the elevator music, can't you? Man, I just can't believe that we've got some positive news to talk about. Oh, absolutely buzzing. Durpax, when does the call start? The call was supposed to be starting at 15. It says it's 1 minute past now. So the music you can hear right now is the music from Take 2. This isn't my music, by the way. This isn't my bullshit music. This is the lobby music. I'm currently in the lobby waiting for this webcast to start. I'll refresh it again, but normally you don't have to refresh it. It just plays. So it should be starting. JBS, like the stream. Click it, you scumbags. Hey, JBS, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the shout out. Oh, here we go. Right, it's starting. Right, everyone, I'm gonna shut up. I'll let you all listen to it when it decides to play. Okay, we're in now, and it says we're live.
Hello,
there
and
we
thank
go.
you for
Right, I'm
standing
gonna shut
by.
up.
My name is Tiffany, and I will be your conference operator today. At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to the Q3 fiscal year 2026 quarterly earnings results call. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question during that time, simply press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. I would now like to turn the call over to Nicole Shevins, Senior Vice President, Investor Relations and Corporate Communications. Nicole, please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining our conference call to discuss our results for the third quarter of fiscal year 2026 ended December 31, 2025. Today's call will be led by Strauss Zelnick, Take-Two's Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Carl Sladoff, our President, and Lainie Goldstein, our Chief Financial Officer. We will be available to answer your questions during the Q&A session following our prepared remarks. Before we begin, I'd like to remind everyone that statements made during this call that are not historical fact are considered forward-looking statements under federal securities laws. These forward-looking statements are based on the beliefs of our management, as well as assumptions made by and information currently available to us. We have no obligation to update these forward-looking statements. Actual operating results may vary significantly from these forward-looking statements based on a variety of factors. These important factors are described in our filings with the SEC, including the company's most recent annual report on Form 10-K and quarterly report on Form 10-Q, including the risks summarized in the section entitled Risk Factors. I'd also like to note that, unless otherwise stated, all numbers we will be discussing today are GAAP, and all comparisons are year over year. Additional details regarding our actual results and outlook are contained in our press release, including the items that our management uses internally to adjust our GAAP financial results in order to evaluate our operating performance. Our press release also contains a reconciliation of any non-GAAP financial measure to the most comparable GAAP measure. In addition, we have posted to our website a slide deck that visually presents our results and financial outlook. Our press release and filings with the SEC may be obtained from our website at take2games.com. And now I'll turn the call over to Strauss.
Thanks, Nicole. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. I'm pleased to report that we delivered another outstanding quarter, including net bookings of $1.76 billion, which surpassed meaningfully the high end of our guidance. All of our labels outperformed substantially our expectations and contributed to our ongoing success. Due to our strong results and positive momentum that has continued into the current quarter, we're once again raising our outlook for the full fiscal year. We now expect net bookings to range from $6.65 billion to $6.7 billion, which represents 18% growth compared to fiscal 2025. At the midpoint, our revised net bookings forecast is approximately $725 million above the initial outlook we provided in May 2025, which reflects the creative passion, hard work, and consistent execution of our teams. Turning to highlights from the period, I'll begin with the fantastic performance of our mobile business. Peak's forever franchise, Toon Blast, grew 43% year over year.
Who gives a shit about Toon Blast?
$3 billion in lifetime net bookings, an extraordinary achievement for a title that has been engaging players for more than 8 years. The game continues to rank among our most valuable franchises, showcasing the long-term value of our Match 3 portfolio. Match Factory, another hit from Peak, grew approximately 17% over last year. The title remains a top contributor 2 years after its launch, affirming our strategy of building a diverse portfolio of games with vast global appeal. Color Block Jam remains Rollic's all-time top-performing title and was featured in Apple's 2025 free games list in the US, underscoring the title's success. Empires & Puzzles and Words with Friends grew 11% and 6% respectively over last year. Advertising revenues grew 10% over last year, driven by higher average revenue per daily active user, and we're highly confident in the future of this component of the business. To 2K's mobile offerings also had another solid quarter, with WWE SuperCard surpassing 38 million lifetime downloads, NBA 2K Mobile continuing to expand its audience, NBA 2K26 Arcade Edition holding its top 5 position on the Apple Arcade charts, and NBA 2K All-Star in China growing to nearly 9 million registered users after less than 1 year in market. Our mobile direct-to-consumer business delivered its strongest quarter on record. We've introduced recent enhancements that enable more personalized offers, flexible pricing, reduced payment friction, and alternative payment methods. With the regulatory environment becoming even more favorable to us, we view direct-to-consumer as a meaningful growth driver that will help accelerate net bookings, margins, and profitability. NBA 2K26 delivered another stellar quarter, yielding significant upside to our forecast. To date, the title has sold in approximately 8 million units, representing a high single-digit percentage increase over NBA 2K25. Recurrent consumer spending, daily active users, and My Career daily active users all grew 30% year over year. Based on its phenomenal year-to-date performance, NBA 2K is on track to generate the highest level of annual net bookings and recurrent consumer spending in franchise history. I'd like to thank the NBA and NBA Players Association for their extraordinary partnership and support. The Grand Theft Auto series also vastly outpaced our forecasts, with recurrent consumer spending growth of 27%, led by GTA Online's A Safe House in the Hills update, which featured long-awaited mansion properties and the return of the fan-favorite protagonist Michael DeSanta. Full game sales of Grand Theft Auto V remain strong, with the title now having sold in over 225 million units since its launch in 2013. GTA Plus continues to thrive, with membership levels nearly doubling over the same period last year, and we're excited about its potential to add even more value to the player experience in the future. In December, Rockstar Games expanded Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare onto new platforms, bringing these classic blockbusters to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and iOS and Android mobile devices for Netflix subscribers. We're immensely proud of our teams and their ability to deliver consistently the highest quality and most engaging entertainment experiences. As we continue to explore and invest in new technologies, particularly AI, we'll unlock greater efficiencies that will allow our talent to focus on the kind of innovation that has enabled us continually to set new creative and commercial benchmarks in interactive entertainment. Our execution throughout fiscal 2026 has been extraordinary, and we're highly confident as we approach fiscal 2027, which promises to be groundbreaking for Take-Two and the entire entertainment industry, led by the November 19th release of Grand Theft Auto 6, with Rockstar's launch marketing set to begin this summer. With ongoing momentum in our business, coupled with our robust forward release schedule, we continue to project record levels of net bookings in fiscal 2027, which we believe will establish a higher financial baseline, set us on a path to enhanced profitability, and further provide balance sheet strength and flexibility.
He said it.
I'll now turn the call over to Karl.
Thanks, Strauss.
Get in.
I'd like to thank our teams for delivering another fantastic quarter, which reflects our world-class talent and the breadth and depth of our portfolio. I'll now discuss our recent and planned product offerings for the balance of fiscal 2026. On January 14th, 2K and HB Studios announced an array of new content for PGA Tour 2K25, including 3 new courses for the 2026 major championships: the 2026 PGA Championship at Aronimink Golf Club, the 126th U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills Golf Club, and the 154th Open at Royal Birkdale Golf Club, with more to come, including new seasons. Additionally, we look forward to growing the community with the launch of PGA Tour 2K25 for Nintendo Switch 2 on Friday. Firaxis Games will continue to deliver a steady cadence of updates for Sid Meier's Civilization VII. And on Thursday, 2K will launch Civilization VII for mobile devices exclusively on Apple Arcade, representing an exciting opportunity to expand the Civilization audience. On March 13th, 2K and Visual Concepts will once again raise the bar for a wrestling franchise with the release of WWE 2K26. Featuring the biggest roster in the series history, Players will be able to choose from over 400 legends and current superstars and enjoy new customization options throughout the game. We plan to support the release with a new Ringside Pass live service model and a series of add-on packs that can be purchased individually or together as part of the Season Pass. 2K and Gearbox Software will continue to support Borderlands 4 with new content and updates, and we expect the title to achieve strong sell-through over its lifetime. Zynga will continue to deliver new features and drive innovation across its live services, as well as pursue the development of new titles. Looking ahead, we believe strongly in our upcoming launches and will provide our initial 3-year pipeline for fiscal 2027 through fiscal 2029 with our Q4 results in May. I'll now turn the call over to Lainey.
Thanks, Karl, and good afternoon, everyone. Our third quarter results were fantastic, with all of our labels delivering excellent results, and we are pleased to once again raise our outlook for the fiscal year. With many of our core franchises continuing to thrive, fiscal 2026 is on track to be one of our strongest years in recent history, and I'd like to thank our teams for their vision, passion, and dedication. Turning to our performance, we delivered third quarter net bookings of $1.76 billion, which was significantly above the high end of our guidance range of $1.55 to $1.6 billion. This reflected better than expected performance from NBA 2K, the Grand Theft Auto series, and several mobile titles, including Toon Blast, Empires & Puzzles, and Top 11. Recurrent consumer spending rose 23% for the period, which strongly outperformed our guidance of 8% growth and accounted for 76% of net bookings. NBA 2K grew 30%, Grand Theft Auto Online increased 27%, and mobile increased 19%, all of which exceeded our expectations. During the quarter, we launched WWE 2K Mobile for Netflix and Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare for several new platforms. GAAP net revenue increased 25% to $1.7 billion. Cost of revenue increased 26% to $754 million, and operating expenses increased 10% to $984 million. On a management basis, operating expenses rose 13% year over year, which was in line with our guidance and represented significant operating expense leverage on our fantastic top-line growth. Turning to our guidance, I'll begin with our full fiscal year expectations. We are once again raising our net bookings outlook and now expect to achieve $6.65 to $6.7 billion, which represents 18% growth at the midpoint over fiscal 2025. The increase reflects our third quarter outperformance and higher expectations for several of our key titles during the fourth quarter. The largest contributors to net bookings are expected to be NBA 2K, the Grand Theft Auto series, Toon Blast, Match Factory, Empires & Puzzles, Color Block Jam, Borderlands, the Red Dead Redemption series, and Words with Friends. We now expect recurrent consumer spending to grow approximately 17% and represent 78% of net bookings. This is up significantly from our prior forecast of 11%, driven by strong momentum across most of our major franchises. Our revised recurrent consumer spending forecast assumes that NBA 2K grows approximately 37%, mobile increases approximately 13%, and Grand Theft Auto Online increases slightly. All of these expectations are raised from our prior forecasts. We project the net bookings breakdown from our labels to be roughly 46% Zynga, 38% 2K, and 16% Rockstar Games. We are raising our operating cash flow forecast to approximately $450 million, which is up from our prior expectation of $250 million, with the increase reflecting the strength in our business. We remain on track to deploy approximately $180 million in capital expenditures. We are also updating our forecast for GAAP net revenue, which is now expected to range from $6.55 to $6.6 billion, and cost of revenue, which is expected to range from $2.78 to $2.8 billion. Our total operating expenses are now expected to range from $3.96 to $3.97 billion, compared to $7.45 billion last year, which included a $3.6 billion impairment of goodwill and intangible assets. On a management basis, we now expect operating expense growth of approximately 8% year over year, which is down slightly from our prior forecast due to a shift of some marketing expenses into next year. Given our strong net bookings outlook, this assumes meaningful operating expense leverage over last year. Now moving on to our guidance for the fiscal fourth quarter. We project net bookings to range from $1.51 to $1.56 billion compared to $1.58 billion in the prior year. Our release slate for the quarter includes Sid Meier's Civilization VII for Apple Arcade, PGA Tour 2K25 for Switch 2, and WWE 2K26. The largest contributors to net bookings are expected to be NBA 2K, the Grand Theft Auto series, Toon Blast, Match Factory, WWE 2K, Empires & Puzzles, Color Block Jam, Red Dead Redemption series, and Words with Friends. We project recurrent consumer spending to increase by approximately 7%, which assumes a high 20% increase for NBA 2K, mid-single-digit growth for mobile, and a modest decline for Grand Theft Auto Online. We expect GAAP net revenue to range from $1.57 to $1.62 billion, and cost of revenue to range from $675 to $692 million. Operating expenses are planned to range from $973 to $983 million. On a management basis, operating expenses are expected to grow by approximately 3% year over year, which is primarily driven by higher performance-based compensation and user acquisition investments to support robust performance in our mobile portfolio, which is partly offset by lower production expenses. In closing, our business momentum remains outstanding. We are very confident in our future. With Grand Theft Auto 6 and other eagerly anticipated titles on the horizon, we believe that we will generate higher earnings power, strengthen our balance sheet, and deliver sustainable shareholder returns. I'd like to thank you all for your support and look forward to sharing more details in the coming months, including our initial outlook for fiscal 2027 when we report our fourth quarter results in May. Thank you. I'll now turn the call back to Strauss.
Thanks, Lainie and Karl. On behalf of our entire management team, I'd like to thank our colleagues for their shared commitment to excellence and Take-Two's long-term success. To our shareholders, I want to express our appreciation for your continued support. We'll now take your questions. Operator?
At this time, if you would like to ask a question, press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. To withdraw your question, simply press star 1 again. We'll pause for just a moment to compile the Q&A roster. Your first question comes from the line of Doug Crouch with TD Cowen. Please go ahead.
Hey, thank you. The last few days, the equity markets have really punished your stock and those of other video game makers because of fears about what AI means for your business. I wondered, Strauss, if you'd like to expound upon whether you think what's happening in the markets is an accurate reflection of the threats and opportunities you see coming from AI. Thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Oh, I have to admit, I'm a little confused. The video game business, since its inception, was built on the back of machine learning and artificial intelligence. We create our games in computers with technology. And ever since questions began about generative AI about 18 months ago, I've been incredibly enthusiastic about what the future can bring. As it happens now, we're actively embracing generative AI. We have hundreds of pilots and implementations across our company, including with our studios. And we are seeing opportunities to drive efficiencies, reduce costs, and create the opportunity to do what digital technology has always allowed, which is the mundane tasks become easier and less relevant, which frees up our creators to do the more interesting tasks of making superb entertainment. The history of the interactive entertainment business has been one of great creators using technology to do amazing things to please audiences. And that's our job around here. And that remains unchanged, except perhaps accelerated. Just a reminder, our strategy has 3 parts: be the most creative, be the most innovative, and be the most efficient company in the entertainment business. And generative AI squarely falls within the category of innovation and is already moving into the category of efficiency. I'm hopeful that it will also move into the category of creativity, as it allows our creators to use digital tools to expand what we do, to make it even more beautiful and even more engaging and even more exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Our
Master.
next
Thank you,
question
sir.
comes from the line of Eric Handler with Roth Capital Partners. Please go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. Thanks for the question.
Strauss, you just had another really strong quarter with mobile, and mobile has just been on a very big tear for the last 7 quarters now. Wonder if you could talk about some of the initiatives or bold beats, as they used to call them, that what are you finding that's really resonating? What, is keeping these games that have been out for, a number of years, still relevant and drawing in new players?
Well, our Zynga team still refers to bold beats. They're a big part of what we do. And just to put a fine point on it, you're right. Our mobile business is up 19% year over year. Toon Blast was up 43%, Match Factory 17%, Empires and Puzzles 11%, Words with Friends 6%, and Color Block Jam is a huge hit for Rollic. And that really, is the tip of the iceberg. We really are firing on all cylinders at Zynga, and also with 2K's mobile properties. What do I think is going on? Look, I think we are actually making hits, and that is still pretty unusual in the mobile business. The hardest thing to do is create new hits in the mobile business, and Zynga has proven an ability to do so by doing what we do, which is creating a home for the best talent in the business, encouraging them to pursue their passions, and supporting them in marketing with an A+ structure and a really strong balance sheet. It's really hard to do that. There aren't very many companies that are doing it. I believe we're the only company that's doing it over and over again. You are right also, though, that the backdrop is strong. There was a disappointing moment in mid-22, which is as it happens when we acquired Zynga, where for the first time the mobile market was down post-pandemic. And it was down more than we expected, and it took a while to rebound. The market has rebounded. There are tailwinds. And so much as I'd like to take credit for all of the team's success, A, that's not really my style. B, I do think a rising tide lifts all ships, and we are benefiting from consumer engagement with mobile games.
Great. That's helpful. I also wondered, would you be willing to sort of give some type of indication of what percentage of your mobile recurrent spending is coming from direct-to-consumer?
It's meaningful. We haven't actually given a number. The environment for direct-to-consumer is improving. It has been a big strategy since we acquired Zynga. You may recall, we talked about the synergies that we would find on the revenue side. I said in calls right after the acquisition that we thought the potential for direct-to-consumer could be seen as a revenue synergy, because that effectively what happens is we actually capture a higher share of those revenues and enhance our margins. The recent regulatory environment has become much more favorable. And we also predicted that, and I do think we're going to continue to see third-party take rates decline, which will drop to the bottom line.
Thanks.
Your next question comes from the line of Colin Sebastian with Baird. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. A couple of questions for me, and maybe first continuing on the RCS theme of growth. Maybe you could expand a bit on the Safe House expansion in terms of driving higher levels of engagement. Are there specific learnings from that informing other future content updates? And I guess secondly, maybe the Strauss, how are you thinking about capital allocation priorities with the growing cash balance, which is likely also going to expand quite a bit later this year? Thank you.
So what we learned from a Safe House in the Hills update is that when you deliver great material, consumers show up. And Rockstar always aims to do the best possible work. Some of the content updates have performed better than others, and this one has been nothing short of stellar. But I think the broader point is the one that matters, which is as we head into the release of GTA 6, I think there was some trepidation on the fear of market participants that GTA 5 or GTA Online would somehow become less relevant. And I think the contrary is true. The anticipation is yielding even more engagement with GTA. GTA 5, of course, is now sold in 225 million units. But what's it all driven by? The reason that GTA is so extraordinary is because Rockstar makes an extraordinary game and continues to make extraordinary features and additions and opportunities. And a Safe House update basically shows that. So this is an example of where our strategy, pays off. We're focused on creativity, pays off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, on your second question, capital, sorry, I was so excited, but with my words there, I got diverted from your second. I thought that was pretty poetic myself, but in any case, capital allocation remains unchanged. So, we have three uses of our capital, and I agree that if things go well and as planned, our cash balance should continue to grow. And of course, we are generating significantly more operating cash flow than expected this year with these results. The first is, of course, to support organic growth. That's been our story here. This is an organic growth company with a handful of very selective acquisitions, thankfully all accretive ones, most notably the acquisition of Zynga in 2022. So that leads me to the second use of our capital, which is inorganic growth opportunities. And we'll continue to pursue those in just as selective and disciplined a way. And we are looking only for accretive opportunities. And the third is to return capital to the shareholders, which we've done over and over again. We've typically done so opportunistically with buybacks. And thankfully, our buybacks have all turned out to be good for the shareholders in the fullness of time. I am a believer that you do buybacks when your balance sheet can afford it, on the one hand, and when you can do so at deep value on the other hand. Our most recent buyback was executed at about $158 a share. There were some moments where people thought that was a bad thing. Turns out it was a very good thing.
Thanks, Charles.
Your next question comes from the line of Chris Scholl with UBS. Please go ahead.
Great, thank you. You've seen consistent outperformance with NBA 2K and continue to post very strong growth despite the difficult comparisons. Can you just touch on what is resonating most, do you think, with players? And as you think about the next leg of growth for the franchise, what do you see as the biggest opportunity? Is it going to be growth internationally, expanding the user base, or enhancing monetization? Thank you.
So it's hard to say that one particular thing is driving the success with NBA. Obviously, it's been an incredible year for us, selling a lot of units, and also the performance of RCS across the board and engagement has been off the charts. 30.
Right, team, just while they're talking about NBA, I'll just quickly chirp in here. Strauss isn't talking, so I'll give you a quick 6-second rundown. For anyone that's just joining the chat, I can see a couple of people like, why aren't they talking about GTA 6? Why aren't they asking questions about GTA 6? They've already talked about GTA 6. For anyone that's missed it, Strauss has confirmed it's still coming November 19th, and the marketing is starting this summer. And there were a few people I saw clickbaiting, rage baiting a little bit, saying it's been delayed till summer 2027. Fiscal year, you morons. It's completely different. The game isn't delayed. It's still coming November 19th. And Strauss, the bank check himself, has confirmed the marketing is officially starting this summer. Exciting times, man. It's positivity, but I'll unmute it and we'll get back to it. To these billionaires talking that bullshit.
Really exciting thing, a social thing, which has had a pretty big impact on the My Career mode. So it's not one thing, it's everything. And I'd say it's culture as much as it is anything else. I think there was a second part. Oh, biggest opportunity. Well, first of all, the biggest opportunity is to continue to do more of what I just described, which will lead to a higher installed base of folks and also to higher engagement, which ultimately leads to higher monetization. I do believe that there is a significant international expansion opportunity. The NBA continues to be an amazing partner for us. They're expanding internationally. Basketball is a global sport, and we've got that going for us. So I think that will help us drive. And just without regard to just the NBA expanding, there are lots of opportunities for us to expand also in North America as well, as we grow with a brand and in partnership with the NBA. So at this point, I think the sky is still the limit. We surprise ourselves every year. The game does better and better. So we're very optimistic about the future, obviously.
Your next question comes from the line of Andrew Marot with Raymond James. Please go ahead.
Hi, thanks for taking my question. Maybe specifically, again, back to the commentary on generative AI. We hear loud and clear Take-Two's ability to harness that. But maybe on Genie specifically, we've been getting a lot of questions from investors about the similarities and differences between world models and game engines. Can you maybe give us an overview of what you think tools like Genie can and cannot do as it relates to some of the proprietary game engines that you operate? Thank you.
So in terms of commenting on the specific technology, I think I don't think we're going to go into the great details about the tech differences because frankly, Genie's early in its iteration at this point, and trying to make a comparison to a game engine is just really, they're not even in the same ballpark. Genie is not a game engine, and it's very exciting technology, and I think the question is, how can it benefit our creators? And I think there will be a moment in time that will become more defined. It certainly doesn't replace the creative process. And I would say, look, I mean, it looks to me more like a procedurally generated interactive video at this point. There are limitations, and Google has said as much. So to compare the technologies, I think there's really no way to do that because they're so far apart. And there are so many more elements to game development that go beyond, quote, world creation. And the question is, what is world creation? So even beyond world creation, there's everything else that's involved. There's the storyline, there's emotional connection, there's vibe, there's mission structure. All of those things you cannot capture through AI, and certainly not through a world builder. So that's just a very, very small component of what we do. And if this tool bears out, it will make a component of what we do all that much better and more efficient.
Great, thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Ed Alter with Jefferies. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the question. I want to dig into your mobile advertising results. I think this is the second time that you guys have grown that year over year since acquiring Zynga. So just wanted to dig into what's going so right there and where kind of the opportunity for continued growth in the mobile advertising space is for you guys.
It's pretty simple. When we took over Zynga, there weren't a lot of ad units in most of the games, and we have selectively added ad units pretty much across the board. Not entirely. Certain games don't merit that. Also, I think Zynga has been very smart about the way they go about monetizing that advertising, and there really is much more opportunity there without interfering with the experience at all. The strategy ultimately is to make sure that one way or another we monetize the bulk of our users. As you know, in the mobile games business, fewer than 20% of your users actually engage with you to pay. And without creating any friction in the experience, we think there's an opportunity selectively to apply advertising to the part of the market that doesn't currently want to pay. So experiences have to be great across the board. That's our job, right? We deliver great entertainment experiences. And equally, we have an obligation to monetize those experiences so that we can pay our creators and keep making hits.
Great, thanks. And given your comments on how the impending GTA 6 is a positive for GTA Online in its current form, what is your view on what GTA Online is going to continue to be the current iteration once GTA 6 does come out?
Look, Rockstar Games is the locus of information about where the titles go, content, and marketing. And generally, we have a pretty light touch when we talk about the label's creative activities. At the same time, I have every reason to believe we'll continue to support GTA Online. There's a great community that loves it, that stays engaged. And again, in this quarter, Rockstar has shown that when you deliver great additional content, despite how long GTA Online has been in market, people show up.
Great, thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Jason Bazinet with Citi. Please go ahead.
I think this is a while back, but I think when you first talked about GTA 6 coming out, you noted that, or you expected your non-GAAP earnings to grow the year after it was released, not just the year is released being the base. I just wonder, is that still true? And do you mind just sort of unpacking sort of the main drivers of that? Presumably one of it is just getting 4 quarters attribution, but what else would you say are the key drivers of that expectation if it is still true?
What we have been saying is that we expect that our release schedule is going to drive sequential growth next year, and then that will bring us to establish a new baseline for our business going forward. So we haven't really been talking about detailed guidance beyond fiscal year 26, and now in our May earnings call, we'll give our guidance for fiscal year 27. And we're not planning on providing detailed guidance for any years beyond that at this time, because our release schedule includes numerous titles each year, and even modest shifts can have significant effect on results in any given period. So all of our years will be driven by our release schedule, and we have a very robust release schedule over the next couple of years, and that's what's really driving the growth in the business.
Perfect. Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Alec Brondolo with Wells Fargo. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hey, thank you so much for the question. It seems like the market is creating potential opportunities for M&A. So in that light, could you maybe refresh our understanding of what makes a studio appealing to Take-Two? You noted in response to a prior question that any M&A has to be accretive. And so with that said, what are the other qualities in a studio you look for? Thanks.
Well, you're right to ask that because accretive is a financial calculation based on the decision to proceed. The decision is based on the talent, the technology, and the intellectual property. And we think there may be some opportunities out there that, you have to be incredibly selective. Broadly in the market, as you know, most corporate M&A fails because most corporate management teams love the notion of presiding over a bigger and bigger empire. We don't look at the world that way. Our job is to entertain the world. Our job is to make the most creative properties that anyone can make and to bring them to consumers wherever they are. If there is an enterprise available on favorable terms that sits within that strategy and can operate within our unique culture, then it's potentially interesting to us.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Mike Hickey with Benchmark Company. Please go ahead.
Hey, Strauss, Carl, Lainey, Nicole, great quarter, guys. Congratulations. I guess the first question, you've got two, is on GTA 6. Glad to hear that summer marketing is going to start here. That's encouraging. But just sort of curious, Strauss, how much marketing you really have to do here, if there's leverage versus prior releases, just given the strength of GTA 5, GTA Online, the fact that this is massive pent-up demand for what will be probably the largest entertainment release of all time. Doesn't seem like you have to market much. So just curious your view there. And then I guess on the topic of affordability, which is obviously very topical, certainly within the video game space, just curious your specific thoughts, given that we're sort of year 5 here, approaching year 6 of the current console cycle, and prices of consoles are going up. We've got now a memory cost issue, so it could even go up further by the time that GTA 6 comes out. We've also seen some inflation on software. So just broadly speaking, how you think your consumer fits within that affordability picture and how you think about providing value, which I know is a centerpiece of what you've done historically. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks, Mike. I mean, I love your question, your first question. Like, are we just going to sit back and relax as we head into the release of GTA 6? And I think the opposite is true. You're talking to a team that you've known for 17 years, and we're in the business of eating red meat for breakfast. I think we'll be having a lot more red meat in the coming months. So,
sick.
We are very fortunate. The consumer anticipation for GTA 6 is indeed huge, and one does have to be judicious in the way one markets such an extraordinary property. But rest assured that I think you'll be pretty astonished by the creativity that Rockstar's marketing team brings to consumers in the coming months. On the affordability question, we do feel a compact with the consumer we've talked about for a very long time to deliver way more value than what we charge. I think we're known for that. And, we're in the business of entertaining people. We're not in the business of creating revenue. Revenue comes from entertaining people. And, interactive entertainment on a real basis is getting more and more affordable all the time because we offer extraordinary value for the money. People engage with our properties for hours and hours and hours, and on a real basis, frontline prices have declined in the past 20 years, meaningfully declined. So we see it the same way, which is we do believe in democratizing access to what we do around here. We want everyone to be able to engage. I just mentioned it in terms of mobile. You want to have a great mobile experience. We offer the best mobile experiences on earth free. And you can play them, have a wonderful experience completely free. On the console side, of course, that's not expected by consumers because of the deep value that we bring. And consumers do expect to pay for that. But on a real basis, we're making it more and more affordable and more accessible.
Your next question comes from the line of Drew Crum with B. Riley Securities. Please go ahead.
That red meat analogy was
Good
sick.
afternoon. So you have a few undated mobile titles as part of your frontline release schedule. Recognizing it's been a tough launch market for new titles for a while now, based on the strength you're experiencing with your mobile business, can you comment on what you're seeing in terms of market dynamics for launching new games and whether the backdrop is more supportive of delivering new hits? Thanks.
There are really only two companies in the mobile space who are delivering new hits in the last 5 years. We're one of them. It's super hard. It's incredibly hard. It's been hard. You're quite right. Ever since you had to pay for user acquisition, which is, the better part of, I guess, 9 years, it's become much more difficult. And, the early days of mobile, of course, it was a new market and people are very accepting of new IP and new markets. So we're exceedingly respectful of the difficulty of launching any new hit, and that includes in our mobile space. I do think the Zynga team has come up with an approach that is more likely to succeed more regularly than our prior approach, because it took us a while to arrive at this. And once again, it's sort of, be selective and focus on the best talent in the business, make sure that that talent pursues their passion. And then, of course, listen to the data and iterate according to the data. But you can't iterate at the beginning to create a hit. You need creative passion to create the hit from which you build.
Your next question comes from the line of Brian Pitts with BMO Capital Markets. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the question. Strauss, we saw your recent announcement of CFX Marketplace, which appears to be a push in the direction of UGC gaming. Can you talk more about this launch and how you're thinking about the broader opportunity, and also maybe any insights around developer economics in the marketplace with respect to bookings? Thank you.
I think that we've always welcomed for quite some time user-generated content. We have that in numerous parts of our business. Of course, we have the role-playing server business at Rockstar. So we see this as an important and interesting development with more opportunity to come. At the end of the day, what we're known for here is our creators making the very best in entertainment. And that's our job, and we think that that never goes away as a driver of the business. At the same time, there are users who want to create and engage, and we want to create a home for them as well. And tools that make that more viable and more accessible could be an opportunity for us.
Great, thanks.
Your next question comes from the line of Martin Yang with Oppenheimer. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for taking the question. I have a question on engagement and then follow-up on monetization. First, on engagement, can you maybe talk about how the GTA player base are engaging with the game? Is it primarily on GTA Online, or do you see still the full game getting substantial playing hours or user or MAUs?
Look, we sold a whole bunch of units of GTA 5 in the quarter, and Rockstar continues to bring new consumers into the tent. So it's both. It's the full game and it's the online version, which is up meaningfully year over year, about 27%.
Your next question comes from the line of Mark Dusowski with Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Hi, it's Omar Dusowski. So I think you mentioned that Zynga comprised a little bit less than half of your revenue of the entire business. Over the last couple of years, it's been well known that solutions to avoid App Store fees would become commercially available, and there have been several that have been announced, such as, for example, Unity's cross-platform e-commerce solution that would help reduce the amount of fees that game developers have to pay to the app stores. How much of your fees, the distribution fees that you pay to the app stores, do you think are addressable, through such a third-party solution, outside of the fact that you already have, growth in your own DTC channel? Are the two mutually exclusive? And how much do you think you can save, and how much time will it be before you implement, such a third-party solution?
So I'm not really going to comment on third-party solutions. So the fact is, a lot of our DTC efforts we really do in-house at this point. That's not to say that third-party solutions can't be helpful now or in the future, but primarily this is an internally driven thing for us. And in terms of the opportunity, I think we've said before, right now it's still pretty early. It's growing in terms of not all of our games, even some of our really large games don't have D2C components to them. I think all of them at one point could. We'll see how that shakes out. So we're pretty early in the process, and we think there's a lot of growth ahead of us. But it's something that we're certainly excited about. It improves our margins. And as Strauss mentioned earlier, the legislative environment has been favorable towards that.
Thank you.
That concludes our question and answer session. I will now turn the call back over to Strauss Zelnick for closing remarks.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Obviously, we're thrilled with the company's results. We're thrilled with our revised outlook for the rest of the year. And we're beyond thrilled with our expectations for next year, including WWE coming up this year, and of course, NBA 2K, and then most notably, GTA 6. I want to just take a minute to thank our teams, our creative teams, for showing up every day, bringing their passion to the table, not taking no for an answer, and always willing to push as far as they can to deliver the most extraordinary entertainment experiences. And I want to thank our executive teams who subscribe to our strategy of creativity, efficiency, and innovation, and who also show up every day doing their very best work in service of our collective goal to be the best entertainment company on earth. Thank you to our shareholders for your support. These are really exciting times, and we're happy that you're along for the ride.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's call. Thank you all for joining. You may now disconnect.
Nice one, love. Appreciate you. Right, okay, teams, that's it. That's the earnings call done. Oh, man, that is easily the best earnings call that we've ever covered. Easily the best earnings call that we've done so far. We obviously knew, like 10 minutes before the earnings call went live, the news broke that Grand Theft Auto 6 wasn't just confirmed to still be coming out on the release date, but that the promo is officially kicking off from Strauss the Bank Check himself. The promo is officially kicking off in summer. Now, a lot of people have been seeing the chat being like, oh, well, summer doesn't start till June. Brother, the next earnings call is in May. And what did I say at the very start of this stream 2 hours and 20 minutes ago? May's earnings call will be the first earnings call that covers the profit margins of Grand Theft Auto 6 in the fiscal year. We've never had an earnings call that covers it, because every time we get to an earnings call that could cover it, they delay it 6 months. It's all tactics. So this is by far the most positive earnings call that we've ever had. Normally when it comes to positivity, normally when it comes to things dropping, significant things dropping around Grand Theft Auto 6, it normally happens before the earnings call. This is the first time ever something has happened positive inside an earnings call. Strauss himself has said the marketing is going to start in summer. You don't drop specifics like that. They've not done that in the whole time that we've been covering these earnings calls for the past 2 years. They never drop specifics like that. That's the first time he's ever done that. And also as well, I know a few of you clocked onto it. That red meat quote, that red meat analogy was fucking sick. I am going to cover this in a video tomorrow, and I swear to God I'm going to bring up that analogy. Say what you want about Strauss the Bank Check, but that analogy was so good. What did he say? He said something like, when it comes to the creativity and the marketing of Grand Theft Auto 6, you're going to realise that we eat red meat for breakfast or something like that. Oh, mate, that was fucking class. I loved it. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend the next 5-10 minutes talking to chat. I'm going to get your reactions. Let's see what you lot are saying about it. Let's see what you lot are saying in regards to what you've just listened to. And then I'm going to go off because I got a lot of work to do tonight, man. I've got that to cover. I'm going to do a video. We're going to cover it. We're going to give you all the news that went down. Because obviously I understand that a lot of people jumped into the call halfway through and they're like, why are they talking about mobile? Why are they talking about NBA? You've got to remember, man, that wasn't a Rockstar Games earnings call. It was a Take-Two interactive earnings call. So they've got other games and other IPs that they're going to talk about, obviously. But the positive thing that has come out of that earnings call is we have news about Grand Theft Auto 6, and for once, it's good news. So, like I said, I'm going to have 5-10 minutes talking to chat, and then we're going to call it time at the bar, and then I've got to get to work. So, Nathan with the 8. I appreciate you, Nathan. Thank you, Strauss, the bank check, Mike Wazowski, and Oppenheimer for giving us the red meat. Oh, man, that red meat analogy was sick. Oh, my God. JTEX, MCT, your ads, all in capitals. Yeah, Jay, I saw you complaining throughout the thing. I've got my ad set on medium, lad, so I don't know what the fuck you're complaining about. Also, I told everyone before this, if you don't want to listen to it on mine, do your own legwork, you red fuck. It literally couldn't have been simpler. You just need to go to Take the Piss Interactive and click the button underneath make an account and continue without an account, and it sends you the link to your email address, Jay. If my ads were annoying you that much on medium setting, you could have just gone and listen to it yourself. You red fuck. Appreciate you knocking about, brother, but fucking, what are you complaining to me about ads for? Like I can control them, like I can sort out when they're going to sit down and not. Waste, man. The real cool water, Strauss said we eat that red meat around here and we ain't about to stop. That red meat analogy was so sick, man. It was so sick. As an Ollie, so Grand Theft Auto 6 is actually coming out this year. Yep, according to it. I mean, the thing is, right, we've called Strauss out a bunch of times and been like, these billionaires lie about this release date. They lie about this video game coming. But if he'd have just said that the game is still on track to come, and then that was it, completely brushed it off and didn't mention anything else again, I wouldn't really have put much stock into it. But it was the fact that he actually went further and said the marketing is going to start in summer. There was no need for him to say that. The fact that he said that tells me that he's confident and Take the Piss are confident that the marketing is going to start in summer. So I'm buzzing, man. I can't wait. Also, I want to quickly mention, we had a member, someone joined the membership as that was going on. Obviously, I couldn't interrupt it. So if I just click that, who is that? Nob, what the hell is that name? Knob Dog. Oh, Knob Dog Games have become a friend, brother. Knob Dog, I appreciate you, big stepper. Getting amongst it. Knob Dog Games, this is the most confident they've been and have given us clear timelines now. It's not going to be delayed again. Completely agree, brother. 100%. Cybernetic, the Strauss, Zelnick at the start sounded AI. Yeah, he was reading a script, weren't he? He was reading a script. Shelf Justin with the 10. Again, man, I appreciate you, Shield of Justin. We've had a few donations from you tonight and I can't say thank you enough. So no more delays. Ken, remind that punk bitch what time it is.
It's showtime!
So, look, I just want to make this crystal clear, and I'll probably say this again in the video that we do about it tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But I want to make this crystal clear. Strauss has said that this game is still coming November 2026. Now, he said this about fall 2025 in an earnings call, right? But it's the fact that he got specific and said the marketing is going to start in summer. You don't start marketing for a video game if there is a chance that that puppy is going to get pushed back to the summer after, because you don't market a game. You don't market a game for 12 months, do you? I have been saying that I would have wanted Grand Theft Auto 6 to get marketed for 12 months, but again, you're not going to start the marketing and then delay the game again and then continue the marketing. Like that, it's so convoluted, it doesn't make any sense. So it's not Strauss sitting there saying, we're confident the game's coming. For me, it's the fact that he said the marketing starts in summer. That is sick. And again, I want to reiterate and I want to remind everyone, I know that technically a lot of people have been saying, well, summer doesn't start till June, July, August, like that's the summer period. But May is the next earnings call, and it's the first earnings call that covers the profits that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come with. I truly believe, man, we are going to get trailer 3 before or on the day of the earnings call in May. I think Strauss, whether he's meant to do it or not, I think unintentionally or intentionally, he's confirmed that trailer 3 is coming either April or May, because that's when it's going to start. Maybe April's a bit too early if he's thinking summertime, but back end of May. It's going to be very interesting when they confirm when that May earnings call is. Very interesting. Atomic Glitch MCT, some people just don't appreciate enough you are doing them a service. You didn't have to host this whatsoever. Could have just watched it themselves. What you're talking about? I can't remember who said it before about the ads. Yeah, look, the thing is, look, it's YouTube. I hate ads as much as you lot do. And I don't think a lot of people realise I get ads as well. If I'm watching this back, I get ads as well. I can't turn ads off. So the only way would just be to completely demonetize the stream. Now I know I sound like a piece of shit. I probably should have just clicked demonetize the stream. To be honest, brother, it just doesn't even come into my head. I completely forget. I always just make sure that the ads are never turned up to the studio volume. So for anyone that doesn't know, on live stream, you can have low, medium, or high. Now I think I have mine on medium. Sometimes I put them on low, depending, but sometimes I put them on medium. But I do always make sure that I never put them on high. But I should have just remembered, man. I should have just taken adverts completely off. But look, I don't mind people complaining, but when I kept seeing constant messages from the same people saying, oh, fucking MCT, your ads. And it's like, brother, I don't control when the ads are going to be in. You know what I mean? But anyway, regardless. Declan Gaming with a 5. Appreciate it, Declan Gaming. Get yourself a drink to celebrate. Declan, I appreciate you, brother. I mean, what's that there? You've sent me a 5. So YouTube take their cut and then I pay tax on it. So you probably sent me about £1 there, brother. But I appreciate you, big stepper. I appreciate you. I ain't got a clue what I can buy for £1. Probably get a bottle of water nowadays. All jokes aside, man, I really do appreciate it. Right, team, we're going to run for literally another minute or so because, like I said, it's currently 10:30 at night for me and I've got a lot of work to do. So let's get amongst it. Let's finish with a couple of messages. Cybernetic. I predict May 26th, trailer 3, because that's when Grand Theft Auto 6 should have been out. Cybernetic, I don't want that at all. That would be such a kick in the dick. If they dropped trailer 3 on the day the game was supposed to be coming, that is a kick in the dick in the shadows. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that shit at all. Algae Productions, I was surprised with the UGC questions. Algae, I'm going to be real with you. That earnings call was sending me to sleep, so there was a lot of questions that I probably missed. When I heard Grand Theft Auto, my ears pricked up, but everything else, I was snooze fest, man. I was gone. So, look, there's a chance that I probably missed some of those questions. Cool Water, don't worry about it, MCT. You're trying to live on this. Oh, shit, hold a minute. What? You're trying to live on this, watching the ads support you. Nah, man, but the thing is, I don't want to sound like a piece of shit, because the reality is, I could have easily turned ads off today. I just completely forgot. I could have turned them down. It's just the thing is, for me, I've said this time and time again, I am so thick, I love things to be in a certain way. So when I come to live stream, I just go to reuse setting every time and I just change the title and I change the thumbnail and make sure everything's bang on and then we go live and we get amongst it. So unfortunately, things like turning the ads off didn't even come across my mental. So now I think about it, I'm like, oh, piece of shit, like, you greedy bastard. You could just turn ads off. You knew people were going to sit here and listen. So apologies, team. I probably should have turned ads off. So that's on me. That's my bad. And then, holy fucking shit, brother. What are we doing right now? Droeg has dropped 50 out of nowhere and just said, take it easy, G. I want to just quickly point something out. First of all, can we please get a massive, massive dub in the chat for anyone knocking boots right now? Because I want to point something out. Droeg. I don't know if I ever said your name before. If I've said your name before, I don't remember saying it. If that's the first time I've ever seen that geezer come into this chat and he's dropping 50 like it's nothing, that's an absolute fucking joke. Brother, I don't deserve you. I don't know what I've done for that level of support, but I appreciate it, Big Stepper. And Ken, that's a big donation, so you do your thing.
It's showtime!
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Hey, I want to let y'all know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right.
Honestly, brother, I really appreciate it. I really do. That's just a massive, massive level of support. Don't know what I've done to deserve it. Right, I'm going to end with one final message, team, because like I said, I've got a shit ton of work to do and I need to go and I need to get some food in me if we're going to get amongst it. It's going to be a late night for me tonight. So, Showery, I'm surprisingly feeling calm after... In fact, Cool Water, what have you said there? Cool Water, MCT, you had well over 1,000 people tuned in. Well done. Well, Cool Water, I appreciate that, brother, but I think a lot of them were just listening to earnings call. I think we got a lot of lazy friend brothers knocking about who don't know how to listen to the earnings call. But that's fine. We expect it. But regardless, I hope they had a nice time. I hope they came and got amongst it, and I hope they stayed for a little bit as well. Shari, I'm surprisingly feeling calm after hearing the green light from Take-Two, but the journey towards Grand Theft Auto 6 just got rocking. Shari, I agree. I do agree. I will pinpoint something. I don't, you know what? I probably shouldn't do this because I don't want to shit on the hopium copium. I don't want to shit on the positivity because this is the first time in a while. This is the first time since November that we've been positive about Grand Theft Auto 6. But I will point out, we are in the first week of February. If trailer 3 isn't coming till May, there's a good chance that we're actually not going to get anything at all. All of February, all of March, and all of April. That's still a little bit shit, to be honest. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully, we get like maybe some artwork or some screenshots or just something, maybe some character bios, either February, March, or April, just to tide us over a little bit. But it's a long road, brother. Tom Petty said it best himself. Love is a long road. Grand Theft Auto 6, the wait for this game is a long fucking road. Oh my God, man. But regardless, I will take it. It's a dub, it's a win, it's positivity. And finally, for once, man, we have some positivity back in the GTA community. We have some more positivity back on the name Grand Theft Auto 6, and it's been about time. Right, team, I've officially covered over the chat, so please, for the love of God, man, please don't send any more donations, don't send any more chats, because I don't want you to waste your money, your time, and your effort. Before I go, I want to say a massive thank you to every single person that showed up today, whether you're just here to listen to the earnings call, if you're supporting MCT, it really means a lot. And I want to pull the curtain back a little bit and just say a massive, massive thank you to everyone that's dropped donations. I'm not going to be ignorant. We got a lot of big donations tonight, a lot of big donations. I think we had a few 50 donations at one point. Honestly, man, I can't say thank you enough. It's a level of support that I don't deserve. You lot are keeping the lights on in the studio, and it really means the world to me. I don't know what I've done to deserve you, but if I can keep you going, then we can all get amongst it. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. I want you to stay safe on those streets. Keep your eyes peeled because there will be a video tomorrow, because believe it or not, we have a little bit to cover. Anyway, team, go with God. I appreciate you all. You stay safe on those streets, and I will catch you. When are we going to go live next? Normally we go live on Wednesday. Oh, man. I was going to say we could go live tomorrow, but the thing is, we're going to go over all the stuff. The thing is, I want to do a video, and then that might... Right, okay, team, what I'm going to do, we'll be live on Friday. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to knock it on the head just because we've gone live twice today. So we won't be going live tomorrow. I'll put an announcement in the Discord anyway. So I'll give everyone a heads up who isn't here right now. But yeah, there won't be a live tomorrow. There'll be a big video tomorrow covering everything we got in the earnings call, sharing the positivity. We'll do something for Thursday. I don't know what, but we'll do something for Thursday, and then we'll go live on Friday. But again, man, honestly, I appreciate every single friend, brother, that's been knocking boots. You lot are sick. You've absolutely killed it. And yeah, I'll catch you live and direct on Friday. Keep your eyes peeled because we will be dropping something tomorrow. Stay safe, you little mugs, and I'll catch you on Friday. Peace.